Yo, what's good? We live. Scooter Powell, the casual boxing fan, aka the ghostwriter of boxing.
What's good? Slim on the ropes boxing in the building.
Yeah. So what's popping, man? What's happening right now? So I'm seeing David Benavidez is rocking out with Turkey. The Turkey man. Turkey bag the plug.
Hey man, he done grabbed another owl piece. He
I
done
mean,
grabbed a big piece.
so how do you think that went down? You think because Al is the advisor, and so my personal opinion about this, I pretty much like I've been saying. You know, if you want to do business, here's the final piece. Al Heyman played like the perfect businessman. He just sat there and said, "Right here, I'm the last. I'm the last plot on the acres of land for this big development company." So you know what that means? That means my plot is worth more than every other plot they bought before. You feel what I'm saying? If Walmart is coming to your town, right, and they want to buy a lot with a bunch of plots on it, right, and they bought everybody else's plot but yours, and you are the last plot, and if they get to your last plot, right, it's a brand new Walmart there. Guess what? The price of your plot just quintupled in value. The price of your plot just went through the roof, and now we talking about Tank Davis and David Benavidez. We ain't talking about a plot of land, right? We talking about dudes who going to generate a whole lot of fucking money. And the waiting game paid off for them brothers, man.
Hey, big dog.
What's up?
Let's restart it. It's really bad. It's like a lot of dragging.
Dragon. All right, let me ask the chat. How we looking in the chat? Salute to Larry Benson. Salute to EJ. How we looking in the chat, man? We dragging or what? What it look like?
What they say?
I mean, I'm clean on my end. My end is clean.
I just want to make sure we good, man, before we really start getting into the show.
Yo, Jerry-O, salute, man. Jerry-O say we good. I mean, we good
All
on
right,
my end.
let's roll with it. Let's roll with it. Turkey don't got
Yeah.
him another piece to the puzzle, Slim. He don't got one of Al big pieces, and that's in David Benavidez. Who don't cut off all their social media today?
Yeah,
Who
Tank
cut
is
their
next.
social media off?
Tank is next. I mean, I called it. You heard it here first. The ghostwriter of boxing strikes again.
Ghost
And
Rider
now
boxing strikes again.
I'm in doubt for this I'm in doubt of this Lamont Roach rematch. Is it gonna happen? You would know
I
better
don't
than
know
me.
now. I don't know, Slim. I don't know. Tank don't deactivated his social media accounts. He ain't doing that to make an announcement for Lamont Roach fight, is he?
All right, so let's put a pin in that, right? So David Benavidez is signing up, you know what I'm saying, with Turkey and them boys to fight Yarde. Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. That's what I'm saying about the Turkey bag, the plug. It's gonna be a good fight, a good matchup at least. I can't wait to see what he do with Tank.
Hey, again, Lamont better pay attention to all these pieces right now, Slim. I'm trying to tell you.
See, that's the thing, right? You still talking about Lamont. Like nobody's gonna
Yeah.
okay. Hey, time out. But before we get warmed up, get all of your Lamont Roach Jr. takes off your chest, man. Cause like this nigga hurts numbers. And that's what Al Heyman is saying to Tank, right? Al Heyman is saying to Tank the same thing I'm saying to you, right? Lamont's cool, right? But that nigga he bad for numbers, right? So go ahead. Anything you want to say about Lamont? I want to go to the real superstars of boxing, like
No,
Gervonta Tank Davis, David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez, you know. But Lamont, your man, say whatever you got to say about Lamont.
hey,
Let's
Slim.
hear it.
First of all, man, the new thing
Salute to
now is y'all
Cal,
going
man.
y'all going at the man's name, the Reaper, man. How y'all gonna do that, man?
Okay, he doesn't deserve the name the Reaper. He's got 28 fights and 10 knockouts. The name Reaper is a little bit of a reach, ain't it? Would you think that's a bit of a reach? The Reaper?
Come on,
Yeah, he
man.
could have thought of a
Come
better name, a
on,
more
man.
fitting name than that, right? That's what I'm
Come
leaving right
on,
there.
man.
That's a bit of a reach.
My bad,
Yo,
dog.
you're with Kai saying Kai say Ice got Chavez Jr.
What?
Ice got Chavez Jr., man.
Hey, Slim, I ain't heard none of that bull, man.
My man
And what
Kai
they
don't
gonna
be
get him for?
bullshitting.
Ain't he American? Ain't he American?
Hey, my man Kai don't be bullshit. Now I'm gonna take Kai's word, man. Kai's solid. I know the nigga. I know Kai. He's solid.
So you mean to tell me Ice don't no
If
guy?
Kai tells me Ice got Chavez Jr., I'm going to assume Ice got Chavez Jr. till I hear otherwise.
Hey man, this chat be wild. And first y'all be on Tank Nuts yesterday, and now we got Ice after Chavez today. Man, what is wrong with the chat, man? What is wrong with y'all, man?
Hey, so I mean,
Slim.
like you still want to talk about Lamont? That's cool. Like I said, get it all off your chest. Everything you got to say about Lamont, because after it's done, I don't want to talk about the nigga no more. Honestly, like every time I talk about Lamont, I get sleepy, man. And it ain't because you know what I'm saying. It's like it's boring, man. The nigga's boring, bro. But go ahead. What you got to say about him? What you got to say about this nigga with a name he doesn't
Only thing,
deserve?
only thing I say, Lamont, stay woke, Slim. Things are happening around you. We would never have thought David Benavidez would have went over there to Turkey, man. He don't went over there, man. He got the offer he couldn't refuse, or Al gave the blessing of the offer he couldn't refuse. Either way, he got David Benavidez, and you already know what's smoking and lining up, man. Because after he take care of Terence Crawford, he gonna smoke Terence Crawford, man. He gonna kill Terence Crawford, man. You already know that, Slim. And then next thing you know, he gonna line up Canelo, David Benavidez.
So
Remember,
who's gonna kill Ted? So you say Canelo got the Terence Crawford fight, right? You
oh,
got
Canelo
Canelo in it.
whooping
That's
that
cool.
ass. He whooping Terence Crawford ass, Slim. That's
I'm
an
gonna
ass
shout. I'm gonna
whooping.
shout
And
out.
even though I'm going for Bud, Bud, you going up 3 weight classes, Slim. You ain't nah, it's too much, Slim. Canelo taking you out and getting ready, and Turkey about to put on the biggest fight. Canelo, David Benavidez.
Salute to Mike from Ireland, man. Clifton Dennis, Jerry O. Yeah, man. So I mean, you want to go on that now? We bouncing all over the place, but I'll go there. I'll go there, right? So let's go there. Crawford Canelo. So once again, everybody trying to get on me talking about wrestling background, right? Wrestling background, right? Yo, I'll have you know, we went over framing of the opponent last show, right? The wrestling background is essential if you fighting a dude like Canelo Alvarez in a small ring. Like having it. People don't even know about framing your opponent by turning them and spinning them and bouncing away, keeping them turning. Like that counts. That helps. Locking up their arms and going up under them, right? So you can get that because you can maneuver, right? It's a small ring, right? Not only having the physical strength to like maneuver around your man while you got him occupied, right? You could also push him backwards because he's stronger, right? Bud is the stronger man. So Canelo doesn't fight good going backwards. He's good at counter punching and slipping when his back's on the ropes, right? He's good at that part. But actually going backwards, that's the weakest aspect of Canelo's game, right? Not just dealing with slick southpaws. And I haven't even mentioned the obvious, the slick southpaw dynamic, right? So we got the slick southpaw dynamic, the wrestling background, right? And we have just the length, the height, right? So Canelo has him in punching power, most likely. They both got solid chins. I say Canelo may have a more solid chin. By far a more solid chin. I give him all like I'll give Canelo his props where they're due, right? But let's not be mistaken. Canelo's washed up, my guys. Canelo is washed up. He's not the same Canelo Alvarez. He's taken too many soft fights, man. He's allegedly tested positive for Combuterol too many times. right? He allegedly enjoys libations too motherfucking much, right? He allegedly loves to party and have a great time. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing. But when you're approaching 40 and you're a professional fighter, all that shit gonna catch up to you. All that shit is gonna come. It's gonna happen in one day. It's gonna be like all of a sudden, what the fuck just happened? I ain't got it no more. This is where Canelo Alvarez is right now, and Terence Crawford is gonna show all of y'all that, and that's it.
Bro, you just yapped for 20 minutes talking about nothing. You ain't said nothing. Because what's going to happen? Hey, Slim, Terence Crawford trying to move up 3 weight classes, right? 54, he got touched up by Manjamal. Touched up. He got touched up. Now you're going against somebody who can really touch you up in Canelo, Slim. He don't been up there and fought. Better work, man. I'm saying, who got more power, more skills. Now you got to get in the ring with Canelo, Slim.
Okay,
In a
so
smaller ring.
I
I
never
got
disagreed
Canelo.
with that.
Hey, hold on, I ain't finished. I got Canelo working that body, tearing that body up, man, and he gonna make Bud submit. He either gonna be stopped by the ref or he gonna stop on the stool. That's my take.
All right, so I never disagree with any of that, right? So my thing is what people are missing. They're looking at a younger man do that now, right? What I'm telling everybody is Canelo is washed. He's washed. And he's stepping in there with the right one at the right time. Terence Crawford is going to shock the world, right? He's stepping in there with the right one at the wrong time, right? For him. Terence Crawford is that dude, man. He's going to show y'all that Canelo is washed. Now, could he have done this to the same Canelo that beat Kovalev? No. I don't think so. But he could do it to this Canelo. And like, I'm going to tell you straight up, this take right here, the Terence Crawford fans are mad at him. Because they're like, man, why you doing that? You giving these dudes an excuse for when Bud beats him. No, I'm just giving a fair analysis. I don't think Terence Crawford beats a prime Canelo. I don't think this is anywhere near a prime Canelo. That's my take. Terence Crawford can't beat a prime Canelo. No, he can't. But he could beat this one. He could beat this version of Canelo. And that's what I'm banking on.
Remember after this fight, man, Turkey about to line up him and David, man. Him and
I mean,
David.
if he gets it, it's
Money
because
talk.
of a
Money
robbery.
talk. Turkey got the bag. He want to pay 300 mil to Canelo after this. He gonna pay that mil because he just got David Benavidez. He ain't get him for no damn reason. He ain't get him for Yarde. He got him for Canelo.
No, he don't. David Benavidez, he got him because David Benavidez is in the light heavyweight division. In the light heavyweight division, you have Bivol and you have Benavidez, right? He's about to fight Yarde. The light heavyweight division is the best division in boxing. I'll have you know, right? And so right now, we've already had Benavidez Morel, right? We've already had 2 fights, Bivol and Benavidez, right? And all this means is now we about to see David Benavidez get in there and mix it up. There is nobody at 175 is pussy, right? Nobody at 175 is pussy. Right, so the thing is, that's the best division in boxing by far, right? And the fact that David Benavidez has signed with Turkey has said it's about to get more lit. We're about to get Benavidez Bivol. We're about to get Benavidez Beterbiev, right? We're about to see this shit, and this is a great time to be a boxing fan, right? And I salute Turkey Out of Sheep for making that happen. Thank you, Turkey. Yo,
Slim.
and now
He wants
go back. No,
Canelo
time out.
David
Go back. Now, let's
Benavidez.
go back. Let's go back to your
Canelo
argument about a
David
washed fighter.
Benavidez is the fight. It
No,
ain't no
let's go
David
back.
Benavidez.
Let's go back to your
Ball.
argument
Man,
about a washed
ask
fighter,
the chat,
right?
Slim. Ask the chat, Slim.
You had a
They
lot
want to
to
see
say about
Canelo David
a
Benavidez, not no
washed fighter,
goddamn
right? And so
Canelo
the
Ball.
thing
Even
is,
though that's a
if you
great
wanna
fight, we
sit
talking
here and
casual
discuss this
boxing.
washed fighter, at least have something to say, right? So you're saying stuff, right? But you're not telling me anything as far as boxing goes, right? So the
Ask the
watch
chat who
fight,
they
the
want to
watch
see. Won't you
fighter
ask the
aspect.
chat? Won't you ask the chat who they want to see? Y'all want to see Canelo, David Benavidez, or David Benavidez versus Bivol? Y'all tell me in the chat who y'all want to see.
Hey, real fight fans want to see Bivol Benavidez, bruh.
This is casual boxing, man.
No, real, real,
Isn't
real
this
fight
casual
fans want
boxing?
to see.
Ain't that the title up there? Ain't that the title up there? Casual boxing. We want to see Canelo, David
Yo,
Benavidez.
EJ, correct, correct. Bivol is the best all-around boxer in the game today, by far, right? I got Bivol beating Benavidez. Facts, facts. I think the better fight is Benavidez versus Benavidez. I think that's a much better fight. I think that's gonna be a war.
I want to read your favorite Bible. If Turkey signed the Mexican monster, Tank is the last piece left. Yeah, man, that's my concern for Lamont, man. That's what I'm saying, Slim. That's why I've been talking on these lives for like 6, 7, 8
No, my nigga,
lives,
stop
man.
talking
Don't.
about Lamont, bro. Stop talking about
I'm
Lamont. The
not gonna
numbers
stop
go
talking
down.
about Lamont the
Every
Reaper.
time you talk
The
about
Reaper.
Lamont, the numbers go down, man. That right there is what Al Heyman is saying to Tank. Every time we even mention this nigga, this nigga is like, it's something off about this nigga, man. You could tell by the shape of this nigga head, something off about this nigga, right? And it's just something about him, man. He's got some type of roots or something, man, to where he just brings bad luck, right? It's just something about this nigga, right? And we talk, look, the numbers go down. You mention his name, the numbers go down. It's like for real.
I hate y'all
This
chat,
nigga is
man.
bad for business. Lamont Roach is bad for business. He can box. He's bad for business. We can't stop saying his name, bro. This nigga is bad for business, bro. This is what Al Heyman is trying to make Tank understand. He like, listen, you want this rematch this bad, right? But look at this. We got Turkey over here. I just got David paid, nigga. Nigga, we about to get paid more than Canelo right now, bro. Tank about to get a bigger bag than Canelo got out this dude, man. Because just like my man Kai said, he the last piece, right?
Yo, it's funny, man. Y'all is really hating in here today, man. I guess this is an everyday occasion up in this chat.
So, yo, I want to talk about right now, right? Because if Turkey is able to acquire Tank Davis, right? We already see the super fights we could get with Benavidez. With Benavidez, and Benavidez is ducking no smoke. We will see these fights at light heavy, right? And this helps the light heavy because he's going to bring the light to the light because casuals don't know about the light heavyweight division, right? Because the two best light heavyweights were fighting in Saudi Arabia where nobody could see them. So
Hey,
this is a
Slim,
great thing for boxing.
real talk. Let's keep it a buck here. Canelo washes Terence Crawford in September, and David Benavidez washes Yarde in November. The consensus is the people are gonna want to see Canelo Benavidez, man. Not Benavidez Bivol. Even though that's a great fight for boxing. But with the storylines and the people saying Canelo ducking, people want to see Canelo David Benavidez if they both do their jobs. That's just the facts, in my opinion. Just
Canelo's not taking that
my
fight, dude. Canelo's not taking that fight, man. There are other fights for Canelo.
300
Like
mil. Hey,
Canelo's
man.
washing on the tail end of his career. I have no interest in the Canelo fight, honestly. Like keeping it real, I'd rather see Benavidez fight like Bivol or Better BF. Honestly, just a fact. The Canelo doesn't move the needle for me, bro. Because I know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at
It
a
moves it
washed
for me. I
old.
want to see
I'm
it.
looking
I
at a
want to see
washed
it.
up drunk of a fighter, right? I'm looking at a washed up drunk, right? A has-been fighter, a dude who used to be in his prime, right? Right? I'm looking at a legend who
That's
stayed
your
on the
opinion.
stage too
Your opinion.
goddamn long, right? I'm not gonna hype this Canelo shit up the way y'all niggas doing it, man. Cause I know what I see. I know what I'm looking at. This is not the same Canelo. This is like people watching. This is like people watching Ali fight Larry Holmes and think they watching the best Ali. That's what this like. People watching Muhammad Ali fight. Damn, man, Larry Holmes just beat Ali at. Man, we didn't really beat Ali though, did he? Did Larry Holmes really beat Muhammad Ali? Or did he beat a washed up version of Muhammad Ali? Right? And Terence Crawford, like Canelo's not completely washed yet. He's still dangerous. And this is
I,
definitely a
I'm
dangerous fight
confused.
for
When you call
Terence
a fighter
Crawford.
wash, when he lost the fight, when was his last loss?
And this is definitely a dangerous fight for Terence Crawford, right? And so the thing
When
is,
was
like,
Canelo's last loss if he a wash? I'm confused because when you wash, that means you're losing your fights.
yeah. And like, so the
What
thing
fight he
is, right?
lost? What fight
Terence
he
Crawford,
lost?
because of the legend of Canelo and the fact that Terence Crawford knows he's washed. I'm telling you, Terence Crawford knows he's washed. That's the thing. And Terence Crawford is going to milk this. He's going to milk this. He's going to beat the shit out of Canelo, bro. And if he loses, it's going to be by robbery. It's going to be by robbery.
It's gonna end bad. Remember, I told you that it's gonna end bad. Clifton Dennis, Scoot, right? Absolutely 100. But Slim right, Nello David is the bigger fight. That is the bigger fight. And
Only because of the name, though.
and Turkey will pay for it. And Turkey will pay for that.
Okay, let me play this. It's the difference between bigger and better, right? It'll be the bigger fight, but it's not the better fight. Canelo's washed, bro.
This is casual boxing.
You send Canelo
No,
Alvarez
the
to fight
bigger
David
fight is
Benavidez.
Canelo.
You're sending Canelo Alvarez to
It's
get beat
Canelo
up,
David
man.
Benavidez. It's the bigger fight. This casual boxing, man. We don't care about no goddamn, what's the best fight? Canelo of all. No, nigga, this is casual boxing. We want to see Canelo David Benavidez. That's the fight.
Yo, Jerry, definitely it's going to be a robbery, bro. It's going to definitely be a robbery if it goes down to that. If it goes, I hope it's not a robbery. I hope Terence Crawford is able to convincingly whip him, right? I ain't want to see no knockouts happening, but I hope he's able to convincingly whip him. But his biggest threat is
Who getting robbed?
Clifton Dennis. Say agree. Bigger isn't better in the fight game. That's a fact. That's a fact. If you want to see a real fight, you want to see David Benavidez go up against Benavidez, bro. Yeah, that's a fight. That's gonna be a motherfucking fight. That'll be one for the ages. And that'll be a much better fight than
I hear what
Canelo
you're saying.
Benavidez.
Slim, they think about the numbers and everything. Slim, you're thinking about you as a boxing fan. You're a purist. This is casual boxing talk again. I have to remind you of that, man. The casuals want to see Canelo, David Benavidez. They don't care about no goddamn David Benavidez and Better B. They be like, most of them gonna be like, who the hell is Better B?
Yeah, until they
As a
see him,
casual,
right?
that's what they're gonna say. That's what they're gonna say. Who the hell is Better B?
All right, so check it, right? Until they
Let's
see
keep
him,
it a
right?
buck here, man.
So
We
now,
talking
so
casual
now check
boxing
this out.
talk, man.
If
Tired of
you
you
were to
talking like you
throw,
a goddamn professional
right?
over there.
I
Casual
mean, you
boxing.
want to do a take? You want to do a take? All right, so if you were to throw, right, like the average casual in front of a fight, right, and they don't know who's fighting, and you had one Canelo Benavidez and Benavidez Benavidez, the casual who don't know what he's looking at will automatically go to that Benavidez Benavidez fight because that's gonna be motherfucking fireworks. That's gonna be fireworks.
And Canelo David
Yeah,
Benavidez not?
yeah. Like like like
And Canelo
like
David
people
Benavidez
people
not? You
didn't
act like Canelo
like
a
people
runner.
were saying the same
Canelo not a
thing, right?
runner, Slim.
Why do people like the War Gaddy fight, right? Because it's fireworks. It's not technical boxing, it's fireworks, right? You know what I'm saying?
We in today's time, casual boxing. You're talking like you're a goddamn professional. Stop doing that. It's casual boxing talk.
That's real. Clifton Dennis. That's right.
I'ma stay
Casuals
on your
don't really
neck
know
about
the
that,
ball,
Slim,
right?
because you be talking to me about that shit all the time. I'ma stay on your neck about it. The casuals want to see Canelo David Benavidez. That's
Yo,
just a
salutes to
fact.
life is good, man. That's real. Bud gonna whip him up. That's real.
Shit.
That's
Y'all
real.
tripping, Slim. Bugging that ass whoop. Belt the ass by Canelo, Slim. Belt the
Yo, matter of
ass.
fact, your favorite barber got a point, right? If it goes the distance, we definitely might see a rematch. Turkey said that in one of the press conferences. Turkey said that, so that's what we might see, right? We might get a trilogy out of this, which is still a good thing. So if we get a Crawford Canelo trilogy, that means both of these dudes robbed the bank on the way to retirement. And we as the fans get entertained in the process, right? And so I'm good with that. I'm good with having Canelo and Bud go out on a trilogy because ain't gonna be no knockouts, right? And I want to see the young lions, Benavidez, right? Let Canelo go into the sun. You'll never get that fight. But there's some real fights for you right here at 75, though. And that's what I want to see. I don't care. I don't care if Canelo never fights Benavidez. We as the boxing fans lost nothing. Nothing by them two niggas never fighting. Means
But see,
nothing.
you in agreement by yourself on that, man. That's all people been talking about. Canelo, David Benavidez. Canelo, David Benavidez. You know how much money that's gonna make? That make way more than Canelo. More money than David Benavidez. Benavidez. That's a fact.
So
That
what
would
makes
make
you think of
way more money
think
than
so he's getting $150 million, right, to fight Crawford, right? He got another 100-something million to fight William Skull, right? Like, what's the motivation to fight this Mexican monster dude, right? It's going to injure you. Canelo's washed, bro. Canelo knows he's
300.
washed.
See, Turkey don't like people refusing his offers. He's like the Godfather. I'm gonna give you an offer you can't refuse. Nobody has refused that offer yet. If you wind up getting tanked the last piece, that means everybody took the offer and they couldn't refuse. Do you realize that, right?
Yo,
Once he
salute to
gets to Tank
Haran,
Davis,
man.
that means everybody took the offer that nobody could refuse. That's all I'm saying.
You said a bunch of nothing. That didn't make any sense. So I'm just
Made a
saying,
lot
right?
of
So
sense to me. Made a
Canelo
lot of sense to me. And to a lot
Alvarez
of
is
people
not
want to
taking the
hear.
David Benavidez fight, bro. Yeah, I don't care what none of y'all niggas say. I'm quite confident of that. I'm quite confident that he'll never take that fight. And
He'll
the
take
thing
that fight
is,
for the right amount.
he
Right
won't
about
have to.
300 million, he taking that fight, Slim.
He won't have to. He won't have to because he'll milk this whole thing with Crawford, right? He's gonna ride off it. Him and Bud are both gonna ride off into the sunset, robbing the bank, right? Now let's shift gears. Boom, boom. If Tank Davis comes to Turkey, right? Last piece of the puzzle, worth more than all the niggas now, right? Now we get super fights, right? Now we get super fights. And Turkey would have accomplished what he came to do, right? He's got David Benavidez fighting in his right weight class, putting on spectacular fights against real competition, right? He pulled Gervonta Tank Davis, right? Out of the fucking beauty parlor, just getting his hair done, right? With fresh grease in his shit, right? About to pull up and get a bag. We're gonna finally see some Tank super fights. If he signs to Turkey, we're gonna see Tank Shakur, right? We're gonna see that, right? We're gonna see Tank and oh yeah, number one contender, Floyd Schofield, for Tank's belt, right? We're gonna see that fight, right? We're gonna see Schofield Tank. We're gonna see Shakur Tank. 2 knockouts for Tank Davis, by the way, right? We're gonna see his most dangerous fight, Keyshawn Davis and Tank. That's gonna be Tank's most dangerous fight, believe it or not. Keyshawn Davis. They're not Bob Arum is not gonna feed him Abdullah Mason just yet. They know better than that. They'll feed him Keyshawn though. And now, the last but not least,
Here's my
the
thing.
Nayuba
What's the price?
Inoue
What's the
fight.
price?
The
What's the
Nayuba
price?
Inoue fight. The Nayuba Inoue fight, right? So, right now, Shakur, Schofield, Keyshawn, Nayuba Inoue. That's 4 super fights. That's 4 super fights. The smallest spectrum is the Schofield, right? But that's still a big fight. Tank will
I
get
like the
paid.
Tank
Tank will
anyway, but
get
that's
paid
more.
all the way to
I
the
like
Hall
Tank
of Fame.
anyway. That's. I like the Tank anyway. It's very casual boxing because we know it ain't happening unless they put they got to really put some big amount of money on that one.
Yeah. All right, so the Tank Inoue fight is the cap off. That's Mayweather Pacquiao of this generation, right? And that's gonna happen. If Turkey signs Tank, we are gonna see the Tank Inoue fight. That's just that's gonna happen, bro.
Hey man, salute
C
to Memphis
Money.
in the
Salute
building.
to C Money, man. Kyle, my nigga. Yo. So I'm just saying, so that's the good part about it. If Tank signs with Turkey, we're gonna get some lit fights. We're gonna get some lit fights. And another thing, too, while we might get the lit fights, we'll probably be in the midst of World War III, right? So you gotta keep the people who not fighting entertained.
Oh my
What they
bad, I
say?
was reading.
Oh, my man Clifton Dennis say
Edwin.
Keyshawn overrated.
He said EJ is the EJ said Edwin is the 135 dark horse. I don't know, man. We ain't seen Edwin fight, and he ain't fought in 2 years. I really can't say what he's like, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, like I'd want to see Tank fight Edwin De Los Santos too. Like, see, we get these fights if he signed with Turkey. We get these fights. If he don't sign with Turkey, we gonna get more of the same. More of the same because it pays the bills. And the reason we're guaranteed, if he don't sign with Turkey, we're guaranteed to see Tank fight Jake Paul and go to the WWE. Why? Why? Because Turkey owns all the chess pieces. We
When
can't get a
Tank
big Tank
plan
fight
on,
unless he signed with Turkey.
if he was to do Jake Paul route, when he plan on fighting him, he got Zerto next. Jake Paul got Zerto next.
The thing is, man, nobody gives a fuck, man. Like Zerto, like you take the Tank Davis fight, like you talking about real boxing when you talking Jake Paul. You not, right? He threatening to sue niggas because they say he got fake fight. Jake Paul, your fights are fake, nigga. Your fights are fake as fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you say. For real. But that's all good though, because you bringing casuals to the sport, right? It's what it is. It is what it is. And yo, they hating on my
Lord.
man. They hating on my man in the chat, Keyshawn Davis. Y'all hating on Keyshawn. But that's what I tell y'all last time about Keyshawn. He gonna get back in the ring and beat niggas up, and y'all gonna be back fans again. It's just how it goes.
Who he
What it
beating up
is.
at one? Who he going at 140? Gary? Nah, you better stay away from Gary.
I got Keyshawn beating Gary.
Cibriel Matias? Nah, you better stay away from Cibriel Matias.
He'll beat the shit out of Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias don't got what it take to beat Keyshawn Davis, bruh.
Okay.
And I'm a Subriel Matias fan. I'm gonna keep it real. What does he got for Keyshawn Davis? What does he got for Keyshawn Davis?
What does
Keep it
Keyshawn
real,
got?
man.
What Keyshawn got?
A jab, footwork, quicker hands than Puyo. I mean, like we keep going, bruh. Like Keyshawn Davis is nasty. He will fuck Subriel Matias up. Subriel Matias gets his ass whipped against Keyshawn Davis. That's a fact.
That bet.
He's not skilled enough. He's not skilled enough to fight Keyshawn Davis.
What skills are you talking about, man? These fighters haven't been
Subriel
fighting nobody,
Matias
man.
couldn't beat Nahil Wu Albright. Nahil Wu
They've been
Albright
fighting
beat
C-level
Subriel
fighters,
Matias,
man.
bruh.
Come on, Slim. This generation been fighting C-level fighters, man. Come on, man. They've been giving them all these accolades, and they really ain't
See, I wanted
really like
Keyshawn
that
versus
still,
T.O. Life is good. I would love to see Keyshawn versus T.O., Brody. I would love to see that. Look at that. Yeah, I'm telling you. Keyshawn is going to come back and take boxing by storm, my nigga. The niggas are going to be surprised.
You talk about how you talk about me and Lamont. That's how you be about Keyshawn, Slim. For real.
Yeah, Keyshawn's actually nice, though. Keyshawn's a star, dog.
He need to hire your ass. You be the only one that can, man. You the only one that can, Slim.
Oh, I know talent when I see it, right? That nigga's a star.
But you the only one that can. That's what I'm saying. You talk about me when I say that shit about Lamont. It's the same how you be about Keyshawn, my nigga.
I mean, the chat lit up right now. All I'm seeing is Keyshawn Davis. What are you talking about? The chat's lit up right now, bro. The nigga's a star. Certain niggas got the star factor, bro. He one of them.
Keyshawn showing us he's scared of power. I'm skeptical. Yeah, I'm skeptical too, man. He ain't want that smoke with De Los Santos. He ain't want that De Los Santos smoke.
Life is good. Keyshawn versus T.O. for the culture. That'll be lit. That'll be lit. Yo, yes, right. EJ Lamont was capping on that 47. He was capping on 47. He ain't ready for that. He just wanted to keep his name going because he know he's not gonna get the Tank fight. He like, damn, casual boxing fan was right, man. Fuck that nigga. Like I was right the whole time. I've been right for over a month now.
Hey, Clifton Dennis, give me a definition of a star, because a star has to be able to sell out any and everywhere. Is that a definition? What's your definition of a star? Because I need to know what's your definition. Y'all saying star, 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 but y'all have to explain that. Y'all just be giving these mugs titles, the four kings, all this shit. My nigga, come on.
So who are you talking about specifically? Be specific, and we can give you an example.
Keyshawn, I just said it.
All right, so Keyshawn, you can see he's going to be a star because there's this grading scale. Are you gonna cut me off?
Going
Let me
to be
finish.
based on what? Based
No, I'm
on
about to
what?
tell it to
Give
you.
me the
I was about to tell
analytics.
it to
What
you. I'm telling it to you right
what?
now. There's a grading scale.
Give it
There's
to
an
me.
actual grading scale. The
What
people
rate?
who make money doing the fight business, right? So
What
first of
rating
all,
scale?
you got to see
Where
how
you
they
get your
handle
information?
themselves. I'm giving you the levels, right? There's the media aspect, right? And I'm gonna save the best for last, which is actually how you perform in the ring, right? So outside of how you perform in the ring, right? There's the media aspect. How do you handle the media and how does the public receive you? Right? That's a major
And he
factor
dropped
in
the ball
determining.
on that. That's one. He dropped the ball on that. 2,000 tickets
Okay,
wanted
so,
to
that,
be
so, so,
given
so, so
back.
that's a major factor, right? That's a
Yeah, he
major
made you
factor in
fumble
building
on
a
that.
star, right?
You fumbled
And
on
now,
that. Let's go to
number
the next one.
two, right?
That's one.
Outside of the ring, right? Outside, I mean, we can't have takes if we talk over each other. You feel me? So outside of the ring, right? He attracts
Well, can we go
attention.
back and forth because you've been
He,
talking for
he,
20
he
minutes?
attracts and draws attention, right? That's one, right? Two, locally, we got to see how he does locally. He sells out locally. All right, cool.
One
That's
time,
two.
one
That's
time,
two.
you said sales. One, I know I have to fact check you on that. One time,
Like this. So he
next,
sells. He
next,
sells
one
out
time,
locally, right? Sells out
one
locally,
time.
right?
Let's
Yeah,
go, let's
sells
go. You
out
said star.
locally.
Let's go.
Has the star potential. So when he talks in front of the camera, people actually listen, right? No matter what he's saying. And so when he talks in front of the camera, people listen. When he shows up
I
to
give you
work,
that.
people
Check.
watch.
Okay,
When
check.
he
I give you
shows
that.
up to work, people watch, right? 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 So these are
Yeah, it's
star
free.
factors.
It's free. I'm gonna show up too if it's free.
That's right.
I
So
click the
these are the star
channels
factors,
just
right?
to watch. It's
So
free.
you're
It's free.
selling out
Now we're
arenas,
talking pay
right?
per view. You got to give me
People
some
are
pay per view
watching,
numbers.
people are
I'm fact
watching,
checking you
right?
today. This is
And
called
people are
fact check
listening.
day.
So people watch, people listen, and people are entertained, right? That's what makes you a star, Brody. That's what makes you a star.
Is that your definition of a star?
That's the
What
bank's
pay-per-views
definition
has
of a
he
star.
sold? Has he
No,
sold out in New
the
York?
people
Has he
who
sold out in
finance
LA? Has he sold out in
entertainment,
Texas? Has he
that's
sold
their
out in Vegas?
definition
Your
of a
definition of a star is
star,
weak.
right?
That's a weak
So
definition
people
of
who
a star.
finance entertainment, people who put money behind motherfuckers, right? This is how they define what a star is, right? Will people be attracted to it? Will they listen to it? And will they pay to see it, right? That's how they define what a star is. So that's what I'm going to use to define what a star is.
Clifton Dix, you know you damn wrong for saying pay-per-view is for superstars as much as the PBC, though every card is a pay-per-view card. Now, you mean to tell me every pay-per-view card is superstars? Hell no, Slim. That's wrong. Clifton Dennis, you wrong on that bullshit. Get out of here with that shit,
So
Slim.
life is
Pay-per-view is
good.
for
Tank and
superstars.
Shakur in Vegas. That'll be a lit fight, my nigga. I definitely want to see the Tank versus Shakur fight. And after Tank knocks Shakur out, I want to see Tank versus Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn would be a pay-per-view star if he was under PBC. He
It
needs to
ain't no
fight. He needs
such
the
thing as
right
a
promoter.
pay-per-view star. What is
Top
y'all
rank now
talking
there.
about, Slim? That pay-per-view model is dead.
Yo,
Everybody's
salute to
still.
Jerry Garcia, man. Yo,
Y'all
why
bro,
you mad though?
ain't nobody paying
Keyshawn
for no
got you
pay-per-views,
mad, yo.
man.
The Keyshawn, yo, this nigga's mad because Keyshawn's more popular than Lamont Roach. That's hilarious. Why you mad, man?
What
Don't nobody fuck
accomplishments?
with your boy,
You ain't
man.
gave me nothing. That's the funny
Don't
part.
nobody want to
You
see your
saying he a
boy,
star, this
man.
and that, but you haven't told me anything that he done over Lamont.
Yo, DeSoto, salute. Saying Keyshawn beats Tank. Shakur does too. I say Keyshawn is a bigger threat. I got Tank beating both of them dudes, Brody. Keyshawn knocks out Shakur. I agree. I got Keyshawn over Shakur. Yo, salute to RJ, man. Salute to RJ. Jerry Garcia, Tank cooks both Shakur and Keyshawn. Facts. Facts. Both
Hey,
going to sleep. Both of them dudes will go to
hey,
sleep.
since y'all bringing up Shakur, man, did that fight? Is that sold out event yet? I haven't heard anything about it being sold out. And if it's not sold out, man, that's terrible, man. You got Belanga and Shakur on the same card, man. Both in the northeast area, and they can't sell out in Queens, man. That's terrible, man. That's terrible.
I know how you sell it out, though. I know how you sell it out, right? You get one of these three names. You want a guaranteed sellout? You get Canelo with Tank. Guaranteed sellout, right? That other name, Keyshawn Davis. That other name, Keyshawn Davis. Remember I told y'all that. The Ghost Rider of boxing is telling y'all, next superstar in the game.
We got to see him sell out outside of Norfolk.
Let me see
You ain't a
right here.
superstar unless you sell outside your home. I'm just
RJ
being
is saying,
honest with you, man. I'm not giving
RJ is
these
saying
labels to
Keyshawn
these
can't
fighters,
beat
man.
Devin or Abdullah. Hilarious. Hilarious. RJ is saying Keyshawn Davis cannot beat a Devin Haney or Abdullah Mason.
Who
Hilarious,
said that?
RJ. Hilarious. Devin Haney will fight him. I'm gonna give him that.
No, you didn't. No, you read that wrong. You read that wrong. EJ says Keyshawn beats Devin and Abdullah.
No, I'm saying RJ.
Who was RJ? Oh, I didn't see RJ.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm saying
shit.
RJ. Yeah. Delonte Dawson, Shakur and Schofield. What's up with Shakur? Those are your guys? Those are your guys? Because they're not gonna fight each other. Floyd is scared. Schofield was scared.
He said he's gonna be front row in New York.
Yo, Jerry Garcia.
That can't be too scared. That can't be too scared if you're gonna show up front row in New York for the Shakur fight.
Yo, Jerry Garcia. He said we need Kid Schofield versus Abdullah Mason and Tank versus Keyshawn. That's a fire card right there. That's if it was a perfect world. If it was a perfect world, Jerry Garcia, we get that, but they're going to keep Schofield and Abdullah away from each other for a little while. Yo, Delonte Dawson said Schofield ain't scared. I saw that hospital. What was up with the hospital bed stunt? If he wasn't scared,
Hey,
explain the hospital bed stunt.
I cannot explain that right. But you remember going into that fight with Schofield against Shakur Stevenson. I had Schofield in that fight. You remember
Yeah,
that,
I know
right?
you
Because
did.
you had your boy Shakur. I had Kid Austin.
But
And
but
to
but get
whatever happened. I don't know what the hell happened in that hospital bed.
but guess what?
I don't want to speculate.
No,
I don't know. I don't know what
somebody
the
else
hell
had
happened.
Shakur in that fight. You know who else had Shakur in that fight? Kid Austin. That's why he got that hospital bed.
Come on, Slim.
Kid Austin had Shakur in that fight.
Uh, uh, uh. Kai said his daddy said they got the paperwork.
The paperwork for what? They put mushrooms in his eggs.
I get, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah. It's all good. But see, the thing is,
It
boxing a
makes
dirty
sense
game,
though.
man.
I can't see him being scared of no Shakur, man. What? Not like Shakur can't beat Kid Austin up, man. So I don't see him being scared. It
Where
did
he
piss me
from?
off.
Kid Austin is from Jersey, man. So they know what's up with Shakur. Them Jersey niggas know what's up with Shakur Stevenson. They know he like that.
Hey, I'm gonna go back. Can you hear me? Cause somebody tried to call me.
Oh, I can hear you loud and clear. Let's ask the chat. Can they hear you?
Okay, bet. Hey,
Yo,
can the chat
RJ
hear me?
said
Cause
they
I
put
had got
cream on him. That's what Daddy Schofield said. They put cream on his son.
what cream? I thought he said mushrooms in the eggs or something. I ain't hear. Damn, how many different versions of the story? What I heard. The one I heard was the mushrooms in the eggs.
Let me see. Jerry Garcia
Hey,
says, keep it
Jerry.
a buck. Do you think Schofield has the potential to break off Shakur? No. I
Yes,
think Shakur smokes him.
I said it. Yes, yes.
I think Shakur smokes him.
I doubt that.
I
I
think
said, remember,
Shakur
I
smokes
picked
him.
Kid Austin. I picked Kid Austin when they was fighting in Saudi Arabia.
Y'all going off that Tevin Farmer fight, right? When he didn't have no trainer because he spent up all his money.
No. I said that way before that fight. Remember, I said that. I said I got Kid Austin beating Shakur.
Yeah, you said that.
Way before that.
Yo, EJ saying Shakur smokes Zapata. Facts.
Yeah, that should be easy work. That should not be no sweat off him at all for this fight against Zapata, man. I got him stopping him, man. Between 8 and 10. I'm on record saying that. 8 and 10, he's stopping him, body shot.
Yo,
Easy
BC,
work.
he's saying BC saying if Kid was scared, he'd be calling him. Why he be calling him out again? Saying he going to the fight in New York, right? Because
Exactly. That's what I said.
because it's because well, yo, just think back in school when you lost a fight, right? And people who didn't see the fight wanted to hear what happened. Of course you won. And your story, right? And you tripped, right? And then when I tripped, that's when they started stomping on me. But them niggas had to jump me though. Somebody hit me from behind. I got tripped up, right? So we was hanging, right? And then I slipped. And that's when he got the upper hand. But I was getting off on him at first though. You know what I'm saying? That's how and that's what Floyd Schofield's doing right now. Right? He's perpetrating the fraud. He's cleaning that shit up. That's what we seeing. He's cleaning that shit up. Yo, Clifton Dennis, Shakur is not going to stop elite fighters, man.
You know what was interesting? When Kid Austin dad and Ness got into it, and he jumped out there and was like, man, what elite fighter has Shakur fought? Give me two. And Ness couldn't name one. He couldn't name one, man. That shit was crazy stuff. Think about it, man. He ain't got no elite fighters. These fighters ain't got no elite fighters on their records, stuff.
But okay, so in today's time, that doesn't say much, right? Because if you're elite, people will still avoid you. Like, think about it. Devin Haney, right, had to do a slave deal to get undisputed from Cambosis. How did Cambosis get ASAP money, bro? Twice. Even
Because he
after
knew
he lost the
Devin
belt.
wanted that. Devin wanted that belt bad. He knew he'd do
No. But I'm
anything to get
telling
it.
you though, right? So how many niggas going to? So you either take a slavery deal, right, and get fucked in the process, and let all these other people make money off of you who actually fighting, right? Like what the fuck's up with that? Why can't it be square biz? That's why
I ain't
I
trying to hear that, man.
appreciate what this
Devin
nigga's
Haney
doing.
Promotions is their own promotional company. I don't
That's
feel
why
sorry for
I
them. They their own
respect Turkey
promotional company.
Bag the Plug. That's they all telling y'all to hate this man, right? But what this dude is doing is putting real money in niggas who fight for a living's pockets, right? And in the process, he's giving us the fans the fights that we couldn't see, right? Because the money didn't allow it to happen. Now the money's out of the picture, right? And let me take it even a step further, right? To show you how this guy thinks. So he was
I
born
gotta
with
ask
money.
you.
He was born with money. But money is nothing he ever had to chase, right? But he watches people in thirsty, desperate situations do thirsty, desperate things, right? So he's looking at a Bill Haney, for example, and a Devin Haney, right? It says, I not only kept money in your pocket, right? I tried to finance your legacy. You were telling me you want to be great, right? And then you take my money and run around the motherfucking ring for 12 rounds. Guess what? There will be no more Tom and Jerry bullshit at my events. Matter of fact, I think we need to change the rules, right? There's going to be a no running rule, right? I think we need to shrinking up this ring. The ring's too goddamn big. We came to fight. What's the most legally humane size I can make this ring, right? So that's where we at with Turkey now, right? And now he's looking at fighters like Tank, right? The people were telling him don't fuck with Tank. He's arrogant. He's all of this, right? You're right. I agree with you, Haney's. Fuck that Gervonta. He has no class, right? Come to find out, the Tank is a lot more solid than the Haney's, right? He's more of a solid dude and a better fighter, right? Turkey, you know what? Tank might be right about y'all niggas, right? Matter of fact, you're motivated by money, right? Guess what? I'm gonna pay you, but I want you to fight Brian Norman Jr., the assassin, in an 18 by 18 ring with a no running rule. I'm gonna pay you. You like money, right? You like money, right? I just hired the assassin. I just hired an assassin to put you in the smallest ring possible. And if you try to run, the ref is going to stop the fight, tell you can't do that. And if you do it again, I'm going to take a point. And not only that, I just told the assassin he gets millions of dollars more if he beats the fuck out of you. And another million to knock you out. You like money, right? And that's what Turkey just did. We just saw him do that, bro.
All right, that's your take on it, right? Here's the deal. A lot of people calling Devin brave for taking this fight. He ain't brave. Slim, he ain't had no other choice in the matter. Devin like to spend money. Look at him. He got that damn probably $1 million grill in his mouth. So when the money come in, it go right back out, Slim. He ain't had no choice but to take this money from Turkey. Top Rank wasn't giving no money. You see what Bob said, man? Good luck, Brian, fighting this track star. Golden Boy wasn't gonna give you no money. Right now, Ryan is chilling, and Oscar ain't giving you no money. What's his name? Eddie Hearn ain't giving you no money. This is your last option. You pissed Turkey off, took his money in New York. He about to lay you in the dirt with the assassin Brian Norman. I agree with you over there, bro. He hired the assassin Brian Norman to take you out, and that's what he gonna do. That's my take.
Boom, boom. Now, see, check this out, man. If I'm Devin Haney, how do you beat the system? I'm Devin Haney. I'm going to run. I'm going to take Turkey's money. I'm going to run. I'm going to get in that motherfucking ring. I'm going to run. Then I'm going to retire. And then I'm going to set a number, right? You want me to fight again? This is my number, but I'm kind of good. I just cashed out off Turkey. So, I mean, like, that's the only way Devin Haney beats this, right? You either beat Brian Norman, right? Or run from Brian Norman. I don't think you can beat Brian Norman Jr., bro. Prove me wrong. I think Brian Norman Jr. beats you up worse than Ryan Garcia did. I think Brian Norman Jr. gets you out of boxing if you decide to actually, if he starts catching you. If Brian Norman Jr. starts catching Devin Haney consistently, Devin Haney's done with boxing. He won't be the same.
I got a question for you since we bringing them up, right? and pretty much the four kings that they call of this era, right? Compare your four kings of this era to my four kings of my era of the Hagler, Hearns, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray. Because my four kings had elite fighters and Hall of Famers on their resume. Do any of the four kings have a Hall of Famer on their resume?
You know what they also got? They got a bunch of dudes who are probably under slave contracts on their resume as well. And you got dudes who were treating fighters like racehorses, right? And taking most of their money and just throwing them out there. Fight every 2 weeks, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, bruh. The niggas got 100 fights on their resume, right? And they only fought and they've been fighting for 20 years. Just that alone it shows that they were working you like a slave, right? This ain't no Calvin
Again,
Candy shit. So it depends on how you look at it. So if you throw a bunch of niggas, if you have a bunch of niggas in slavery, right? And you tell them to fight for their freedom, you're gonna get some of the baddest fights ever on the history of this planet. So I mean, like,
I'm
you're not
confused.
wrong.
Was Sugar Ray in slavery? I think he was one of the first
He's
to
one
have them
guy.
deals where he was working where he worked for himself.
Sugar Ray is an
I saw that in
exception
the
to the rule.
documentary. Did you see that documentary, The Four Kings, where he pretty much
Sugar Ray is an
set
exception
the
to the
rules?
rule. Sugar Ray is an exception to the rule. Everybody ain't Sugar Ray, my guy.
Okay, but again, I'm tired of people saying this era got four kings. They do not have four kings in this
No, they
era,
do.
man.
It's just they play the game different.
No, they don't.
The game is played
Let's go
different,
by
bro.
their resume. Do we need to break down their resume to show they ain't nowhere near king? I'm
You
just saying,
can't because
Slim.
they all got
They
the
got to
same
stop
shit.
doing that shit. They got to stop doing that shit, giving all these accolades to these youngins when they ain't did shit. Especially Ryan. Motherfucker ain't even won a world title, my nigga. He never won a world title. But yet he's a four king. He ain't did nothing. He ain't accomplished nothing. He ain't did nothing.
Who has?
And again, you ain't heard me say nobody was a four king in this era. Never, ever, ever heard me say it.
So
Never.
you should. So you're not a boxing fan, right?
I'm definitely a boxing fan.
I mean, like, so what are you talking about?
This era is not a good
Yo,
era
salute to
in boxing
Clifton
right now.
Dennis, man.
We
Salute
are
to
not in a
Clifton
good
Dennis,
era
man.
of boxing.
Let's read the super chat, man. Give Dev a break, man. He needed to get his confidence up. That's right, facts. Dev boxes circles around Norman. Watch Norman
Cry me a
hasn't
river,
seen
man. Cry me
Norman
a
hasn't
river,
seen
man.
a
Cry me
slick
a river.
black fighter. KO's flat-footed bums, right? So he's saying Norman ain't ready for a slick black fighter. You know what, Clifton Dennis? I like that point. The man got a
Y'all,
solid point.
y'all
You
are
acting like you
delusional
laughing
as
at what he
hell,
said,
man.
but that's a solid point.
If you think Devin is an elite fighter, y'all illusional. Y'all delusional.
So yeah, so I mean, but he got a solid point there, right? You may not like
What
Devin Haney,
solid
but that
point?
don't mean he
What
ain't got a
solid
solid
point?
point. Like, matter of
Nah,
fact, Floyd
that ain't
Mayweather
solid.
Sr. and Floyd Mayweather Jr. told me Devin was an elite fighter, right? I saw Devin Haney become undisputed
Man,
champion,
they was
right?
gassing young enough. They was
I saw
gassing young
Devin
enough,
Haney
man.
become undisputed champ of the world, right? I saw that. I saw Devin Haney fight
Yeah, fighting a C
Lomachenko.
minus fighter. Yeah, he
I
fought a
saw,
C minus
matter of
fighter
fact, to
to
answer
get it.
your question, right?
He
You were
did. He
shitting
just
on
fought a C
Devin's
minus fighter.
generation, right? But Devin Haney has legends on his resume. He's got Vasily Lomachenko on that resume. Yeah, right? So, I mean, like, come on.
I give
Come
him
on.
that. I get.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, like, so you want to shit on the man because you don't like him, but you're very
What?
negative with your
Let's
approach,
keep it.
man.
Let's keep it
But
a
it's
buck
all
though. Let's
good.
keep it a buck on Lomo. Let's keep it a buck on Lomo. What makes him a Hall of Famer?
Hey, do it like this. Tell me who's good. How about
I'm
that?
asking for the
No,
people because
I'm
now
asking.
don't
Who's
base it
good?
on this amateur. Don't base it on this amateur
No,
career
I'm
either.
asking you, who's good? Who's good? You telling me everybody's not good. Who's good?
In this era,
Yeah, give me somebody that's good, man.
I had to think. That's what I'm saying. I told you this era is not good.
Tank's not good. Canelo's not
Give me the
good.
resume. Give me the
Terence
resume,
Crawford's
Slim.
not good.
Give me the
Shakur
resume.
Stevenson's not good. Go, I'm gonna just keep going. None of these niggas are good. Keyshawn Davis not good. Abdullah Mason not good. Come on, let's keep going. Let's go. Better BF not good.
Life is
Bivol not
good. Life
good.
is good. Hey, life is good. Loma is a Hall of Famer because of the 400 plus wins in the amateurs.
David
Facts, big dog.
Benavidez, not good. I'm naming them. I'm naming names. You tell me when I say somebody that's good, you stop me, okay? I'm just shouting out names. I'm going down the list, bro.
Give me in this generation who's fought elite fighters, man. That's all I'm asking. We need to do a show one day. Let's go do our research. Come back with a show about this generation and elite fighters and who they fought.
You can't really
Because they
have
giving
elite
them too many.
fighters, right?
They giving them too
If you
much
got a bunch
credit
of
and
old niggas saying
accolades.
everybody you fight
They
is not
giving them
elite.
too much credit and accolades when they ain't done nothing, Slim. They haven't done nothing.
You can't have elite fighters if you hate on everybody they fight, bro. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Life is good. Tank is definitely elite. EJ Canelo is elite. Like this, Shakur Stevenson, elite. Devin Haney, elite. Let's cut the bullshit, right? It's real popular to hate on these guys, particularly by like old people, right? Who miss the days of like cattle, chattel, fighter slavery, right? When they grind a fighter down to his last brain cell, take all his money, then throw him in a retirement home, right? Or some dusty ass gym, right? You say, yeah, and then you get some motherfucker, right? Who say, man, that guy was a legend. That guy was great. That nigga can't even tie his own shoes now, right? Can't speak a complete sentence, right? And like has no money to take care of himself or his family. He's probably a burden on whoever loves him, right? He's elite. He's a legend, right? So these youngers figured that shit out. Salute to Al Heyman and Floyd Money Mayweather, right? They changed the motherfucking game. That shit don't go down no more, man. That shit don't happen like that no more, right? That's Al and
I want
Floyd.
to.
That's Al
Can
and Floyd.
I want to read EJ. I want to read EJ. Shakur has an elite skill set. His resume leaves question marks because we don't know what he'd do against somebody that has feet and elite power. That was my that's my thing, man. I'm like, we calling fighters elite and they haven't fought another elite fighter.
No, but you're not naming any. You saying everybody's trash. I
I
disagree.
didn't
I
say
strongly
everybody's
disagree.
trash. I said no,
I
no. I
strongly
just didn't
disagree.
run. I just didn't run a name off the top of my head and say he elite. I need to really study and see who he fought. I ain't gonna just run off at the mouth and just say, yeah, he elite. No, I need to see the resume. Who, when you fought him at the time, just because he got a name, what was he like that at the time when you fought him? So you got to look at all the factors. Just because he got a name don't mean shit.
Yeah, RJ saying pretty boy, Floyd, pretty boy, Money Mayweather is the reason. Boxing chain. Facts. Facts, RJ. It was him and Al Heyman. Al Heyman gave Floyd Mayweather a blueprint that was solid gold. Al Heyman sat back and analyzed the boxing game and said, Floyd, let me holler at you real quick. And them two brothers came back with something that changed the entire sport. For the better, in my opinion.
I want to challenge your favorite barber. He said, "Can't front. This is the best stable of fighters since the '90s, but they do need to fight more for the casuals."
Yep.
How is this the best stable of fighters if we don't know how elite they are? If they fighting people that we know they are set up to beat.
You're gonna shit on
These are
everybody
not
they fight.
50-50 fights. These are not 50-50 fights.
You were gonna shit on everybody they fight, no matter who they fight. And when they beat them, you're gonna say they wasn't good.
No,
Right?
I'm just being
No,
realistic. And
that's
I'm gonna
not
keep it real.
just
I'm gonna
you.
keep it real.
No, I'm not
I'm gonna keep it
singling you
real.
out. I'm talking about you and people like you. But I'm not singling you out, right? So no matter who they
You can
fight,
single
so no
me out
matter
on it
who
because
they
I'm gonna
fight, right?
stand on
No
it.
matter who they fight, y'all gonna shit on it anyway. It doesn't matter who they fight. Because if y'all don't like the nigga, y'all gonna stick with the narrative that they don't fight nobody. And so we
If you
talking
fight
about
somebody,
let's
I
talk
can't deny
about
it
fans
if you
today,
fight somebody.
right? No, let's talk about fans today, right? You talking about fighters today. Let's flip the narrative, right? Let's talk about fans today. Fans today don't know shit about boxing, right? They got Jake Paul as the highest paid boxer in the game, which is a tragedy, right? I run with this shit because I think it's hilarious, right? But the
Why you
thing
running with the
is,
highest paid boxer in the game? How much you think he made for that fight?
Jake Paul is getting ridiculous numbers to fight, right?
How
Jake
much
Paul
I'm gonna tell you
is
what he
the
made. How much he made?
definition
How much you made
of
for that fight?
trash, right? If we
How much you
talking
made for that fight?
trash, Jake Paul is the definition of trash, bro. Trash, right? So he's getting more. Jake Paul has to put niggas like Shoo Shoo on his card, right? Jake Paul got Shoo Shoo on his undercard, right? And he talking shit to Shoo Shoo like he on Shoo Shoo's level, right? But he bragging about money shit, right? So let's talk about today's fans. Today's fans will actually tell you that Jake Paul is better than Shoo Shoo. So how do you expect a nigga like Shoo Shoo to take that? Fuck this, I'm about to get mine. I'm about to get mine. That's like, they got no choice but to
Hey,
take it like that. You either winning or you losing in the
here's
fight
the
game,
real
bro.
question.
In the
Man,
fight
forget
game, you
all
either
that.
winning or you
Here's the
losing.
real question.
You
Hey,
either
Slim,
winning
this the
or
real
you
question.
losing.
Hey, man, forget all that. Here's the real question for Jake Paul. Hey, Slim, you need you some scouts, man. Your last two youngest, man, that you put out there, man, don't got knocked the fuck out, man. Seriously, man, they got knocked the fuck out. He need better scouting. Better scouting.
But see, that proves my point, right? The fact that you even talking that about Jake Paul tells me that today's fan, right, is not worth. It's not worth getting CTE and the permanent case of the shakes for. Fuck today's fan, right? I wish Shakur fuck the fans, right? It's time to get mine. You think Tank don't see it like that? Where you think Shakur got that from? Him and Tank used to be like this, right? Shakur got that from Tank, bro. And Tank got that from Floyd. Fuck the fans, right? Y'all niggas are hype a nigga all the way up to the fucking outpatient clinic, nigga, right? Can't fucking eat. Can't fucking hold a spoon, nigga, right? And y'all talking about he a legend, right? He should fight every week, right? He's not a human being. He's a super nigga, right? Right? That's how y'all see it, right? And so, and then
Nobody put a gun to his head
everybody
to be
trash.
a boxer. Nobody put a gun to their head to be a boxer. That was
Everybody
their choice.
trash, right?
This is
Everybody
America.
trash now though, right? Because they
Choices,
ain't
man.
getting paid
Choices.
like
You
that.
got choices. I don't
But
feel sorry for
everybody
nobody,
trash though,
man.
right?
That's their
And
choice they
now,
made.
I'm gonna take it even a deeper level, right? Let's play the race card, right? If you a black fighter, you are paying the price for what Floyd Mayweather did. And like the world is punishing you if you're a black fighter right now because Floyd Mayweather was so good, right? Floyd Mayweather is like this version of Jack Johnson, right? When Jack Johnson pulled up and got into a fight and beat the dog shit out of a white guy, what was gonna happen that night? A picnic. A picnic. Every other black man was gonna have to suffer because Jack Johnson was so good, right? And if you a fighter, the fans are doing that to you right now if you a black fighter especially. Nigga, if you Floyd Mayweather, go undefeated and be rich at the same time. Be rich, be good, and go undefeated. If you black and you ain't you just another nigga that fights, man. I could watch World Star Hip Hop to watch niggas like you fight, right? Because the average fan is trash, right? He don't know boxing. He don't know what it takes to get in that ring. He ain't even gonna do it, right? But he gonna call everybody you fight trash. Fuck y'all niggas. Fuck the fans, bro. Fuck the fans. Y'all want to talk shit about the fighters? Let's talk shit about the fans. These fans ain't shit. Oh, Jay, that's right. They
Without
hated
my money,
God, man.
without my
Oh,
money,
Jay,
you have
they
no
hated
money.
God.
Without my money, you need my money. You need the casuals' money.
No, I'm a
So
casual.
keep saying fuck the fans. Keep saying fuck the fans. You need my money.
Yeah, I'm a casual, right? So I'm telling you straight up. But the fans today are trash. The fans are trash, bro. The fans are trash, bro. These niggas don't know about, like, all right, check this out. I'm an old school nigga, right? And I'm casual for the old school. Why do I call myself casual? Because yes, I know boxing. Yes, I can fight. Yes, I've taken boxing. I've done all that, right? But I'm not a boxing nerd like some niggas I grew up with, right? Them niggas is really boxers, right? Them niggas is really, and like real people in the sport know what I'm talking about. I'm a casual compared to these niggas, right? But for today's time, with these new fans, I'm not a casual compared to most of y'all niggas. Because y'all niggas have zero knowledge of anything about boxing, right? Y'all think Jake Paul is good. Y'all niggas really believe Jake Paul is good. Y'all niggas really want to see Dean the Great fight Shakur Stevenson, right? Shakur Stevenson will beat the shit out that little monkey motherfucker, man.
Hey, bro, I can't
Come
tell you
on,
nothing
bro.
about a Jake Paul fight. I ain't never seen a Jake Paul fight except for highlights.
Bro.
I'm being real with you. That's the only
No,
time
you
I've
talking
seen it
about
is
you,
through
right?
highlights.
You talking
Except
about you
except for the
though.
Tyson joint. I did see the Tyson joint. I ain't gonna lie. I did see the Tyson. But outside of that, nigga, all I seen was the highlights of Jake Paul. Man, I don't be looking at that shit, man. I don't even care.
Yo, EJ, when it comes to Shakur, look what he say. He say, them frail hands about to give out soon. The way I look at it, man, God can't give you everything because you'll have nothing to learn, right? When it came to boxing, God gave Shakur Stevenson and Floyd Mayweather so many gifts. He said, man, if I give y'all niggas solid hands, it's just gonna be not fair, right? I have to give y'all niggas a weakness in some way, right? And that's the cruel irony of that nigga Shakur, right? And he should really study Floyd, right? Because Floyd conquered that, right? They both have the same ailment,
Hey,
fishbone
Slim.
hands.
Nah, them hands are good, Slim. He went over to East. He went over the Eastern. Got that Eastern medicine. His hands are straight.
How
I'm
do you
telling
know,
you,
man?
between 8 and 10.
How do you know?
That's my speculation. My speculation, man. My spidey senses tell me, man. He like, man, my hand. He's supremely confident in them hands, man. I suspect between 8 and 10, man, he's stopping Cepeda, man. He got that good Eastern medicine, man. Trust me.
Yeah. I mean, that's all good. I want that to be true, but I don't believe it, right? Because I know from what I've seen in life, God's not going to give you 100% perfect anything, right? So you can't,
My bad. My bad.
them niggas are too good. Them niggas are too good at boxing, right? Really boxing. The art of hitting without getting hit. They are so good at that shit. God said, nah, I can't give you solid hands. Figure it out. Figure it out.
I had to read Deontay Dawson, man. And I had to laugh. Right. That was the only reason I watched it too. I only watched the Tyson fight because it was on Netflix. That's fact. That's a fact. That was the only reason I watched it.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Jake Paul, that fight looked fixed to me. Like, he gonna get mad at Piers Morgan, right? Because Piers was calling him out, right? I actually did a job with Jake Paul, right? Out here in LA. He was doing something a few years ago. I think it was like 2018. He was doing something with 2017 or 2018, doing something at YouTube Studios in Playa Vista, right? It was doing some kind of sports joint at YouTube Studios. I used to shoot up there all the time, right? And I was on that gig, right? I had a sweet gig. They paid me what about $500 for one day, right? To set up a food table and just kick it. I was just in that joint kicking it, right? And Jake Paul wasn't into boxing at that time. He was a skinny little dude, right? Tall, skinny little dude. But he was a cool person. He was a cool. I met Jake Paul. Talk with him. He probably don't even remember, right? He was a cool person. I'm not hating on Jake Paul, is what I'm telling you, right? It's not personal. It's not personal, bro. The nigga, he's one of those guys, right? He really believes in his head. He
I
really
respect the
believes
hustle,
he's great, dude. Like, he really believes he's great, dude, right?
but that's
But
how you manifest it. That's how you gotta believe it. You gotta
at the
believe it.
same time, the people around him know better. You feel what I'm saying? They know better. So him as the talent, he has to walk around doing that, right? But what does he have? He's got what are known as handlers around him. People who are in touch with the real world and can handle real world issues, right? Jake believes all this lofty fairy tale shit, but then you got these niggas out who actually got to make it happen. They got to pick the bums, right? Like Nate Robinson, right? And sell that shit, right? They got to pick people to make this shit look good, right? In the meantime, Jake's believing he's great, right? We got to pick a 60-year-old Mike Tyson, right? Jake really believes he beat Mike Tyson. He really believes that shit.
You know what's
Delusional.
crazy though? At the same time, I respect the fact what he did for women's boxing because without him, man, he really saved that women's boxing game, man. They
That's what
getting
I'm
paid.
saying. I'm not mad at him. Like, it's not personal, right? It's not personal. But if we are going to talk and we're going to shit on these fighters, right? Let's not act like these fans ain't trash. These fans are trash,
I'm not
bro.
shitting on the fighters, man. I just don't like when people give them labels that they don't deserve yet. That's my whole thing. Don't give them labels they don't deserve yet, man. At least let's see what their career wind up being before we say, oh, he's a king. We don't even know what the hell he did yet.
Because now it's all
Ain't done
marketing, bro.
nothing yet. Done nothing.
Now it's all about marketing, right? See, now we in the social media information age, right? It ain't
It's in
like
the
back in the
capping.
day.
We in the capping. We in that capping bullshit welling era, man. Where motherfuckers just be welling and shit. And then when you
That's what I'm
call them
saying.
out about it, they get mad.
What do you
Motherfuckers,
think
these youngers get
marketing
mad
is?
when you call them out. Like you can't correct them. You can't say nothing bad about them. Them motherfuckers get mad. Young like nigga, grow some nuts and balls for a change, man. Damn.
All right, so from what I'm seeing, right? From what I'm saying, if you want to talk that, that's a different subject, and I'm willing to talk that, right?
Nah, I
But
just
it's
had to vent for a quick second. That was one of them quick vents. Nah, we ain't gotta do that. Nothing.
because
That was a quick vent.
it's all about the times you win and how you were brought up. What it's all about, right? And it's different shit. It's different shit going around, right? Different ways of dealing with the world, right? It's certain shit we used to have to do. Because, all right, just for an example, right? If you want to talk about the youngest, I'm going to give you the alternate perspective, right? Because you started off the show very negative, right? So I'm here to help you out, right? I'm going to give you the alternate perspective to everything. So
Negative.
instead of saying the fighters are all trash, let's look at these fans, right? And so now, right?
I need to correct you though. Just one correction. I didn't say they was trash, man. I said they giving them accolades they don't deserve yet. I didn't say they was trash.
But
I
let's
just
look at
wanted
the
to correct you.
fans. Let's look at the fans, right? Now, if you saying everybody's soft, right? And they can't we can't really talk to them, right? Let's look at the times, right? Let's look at the times. When we was coming up, if you was a real one, what was the two things you wouldn't leave the house without? A pen and some paper, right? Because if you wanted to get some pussy, you had to go outside and holler at something, right? You had to go outside and holler at something, right? Video games were trash, right? You didn't want to sit in the house all day playing the first Nintendo. Shit was trash, right? You can only play that shit for so long. We had to go outside and do something.
You only can play Pac-Man and Asteroids for so long.
And keeping it real, all the best games were at the arcade. So if you wanted to play the best games, you had to get up off your ass, go outside, right? And meet people and mingle and play the best games. And while you was out there, had your pen and your paper. If you see a shorty you like, you gonna pull up on it.
You go
Excuse me,
you
can
go
I house you for a minute? Like, just like, yo, how you doing? Just like you got. It's a different way of coming up, right? If you had a problem with a nigga,
these youngins jumping on Instagram now in them DMs.
You got apps and shit, right? And if you had a problem with a nigga, right, you would go see them. You couldn't call a nigga up on the phone and be like, nigga, I heard you was no. It was different then, right? So you can't compare a nigga that grew up in that shit to a nigga that's growing up in this shit. Is what I'm saying. That's my point.
I get your point now. I get it, man. I get your point, man.
Yeah. Because it
different
like
eras, a different era. I get it, man. Different eras, man. This what they respect in this era. This they era.
It's all marketing now, man. Everybody's marketing themselves. And if you look at marketing, what is marketing? Bullshit. You bullshit people to get them to buy something or to get them to see things the way you want them to see it. That's what marketing is. It's all bullshit. So if everybody's marketing, of course everybody's full of shit. Everybody, social media is full of niggas looking for brand deals and pumping affiliate links. Come the fuck on. Niggas living a lifestyle they ain't living for real. Right? Sitting up in Turos. Real talk. Stunting in Airbnbs. Right? This is the world we live in today, bro.
No bull. Hey, I gotta ask you this. Over under 2 weeks or over 2 weeks, we'll hear an announcement that Tank is signed with Turkey.
Any day now.
Damn, you said any day?
Any day now.
This how you think that's gonna change? Who would Turkey? Oh, you already said it. You want Shakur and but Shakur gotta make sure he dusts off Cepeda though. What if he mess up? What if he loses to Cepeda? How bad would the bag be fumbled?
Loss to Cepeda is a disaster.
Whoa, that's a disaster.
Yeah, that's a disaster. And the thing is, like, if Turkey signs Tank, it wouldn't matter to him because they'll just hook up the Shakur Cepeda fight. If Cepeda's the Mexican who beat Shakur Stevenson, he's a superstar overnight.
Oh, so they'll automatically make Tank Cepeda, huh?
Yeah, and on top of that, Turkey don't like the way Shakur fight.
Yeah, Tank love that.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I'm telling you, Tank and Turkey will get Tank paid all the way to the Hall of Fame. We have a resume, the tail end of his resume full of legacy fights.
Hey, what do you think the signing going to be? How much money you think to sign Tank Davis?
I'm thinking
in basketball they having. You know how in basketball they having them signing bonuses and shit like that.
I'm thinking as much or more than Canelo Alvarez. At least that. You don't take less than.
And if he take it, I ain't mad, Slim. I ain't mad.
Why would you be?
Nah, I'm talking about if he decide that he not gonna do the Lamont joint, man, because he slammed. That's turkey bag.
Lamont had a chance for that. Lamont had a chance to go after that. He's the man who beat Tank Davis and got robbed. That's money. That's worth money in the boxing world. So he's still going to eat.
Think about this. You the only one to put a draw on Tank Davis record. Nigga,
See,
the money should be pouring in. Money got to be pouring in right now.
This right here is where he'll feel the pressure, right? If his next fight is not a name, he can't look bad.
Yeah, you right, man. I ain't gonna lie. You right.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
if he has a
on
boring performance, a subpar performance, bag officially fumbled. That's his fumble.
You're not
Fumbled,
lying.
man.
You're not
Yeah.
lying on that.
Play. And he took less to fight Tank. Ouch.
Ooh, Yeah, you're right on. Oh, and you don't get that rematch. Your next fight got to be a big name. Now, hey, well, let me ask you this:
What's up?
if I know he going to 40, right? If he gave you a call and be like, "What's up, Lamont? You trying to run it?" Would you do it with Keyshawn?
Hell yeah.
I would too. I
Lamont got to
surely
take
would.
if the name if any of the names, Tank, Keyshawn, Shakur, right
I
now
gotta
Abdullah
take it. I
Mason.
gotta take it.
Yeah, any of
I
them.
gotta
Take
take it.
Abdullah. You name Floyd Schofield. Take all of them. Schofield becoming a name now. You know
I'll take it. I gotta
all
take
those
it.
fights, and they'll fight him. Keyshawn to beat the fool out of Lamont. Keyshawn to beat him up, bro. He's too
Bruh.
fast for him.
I got Lamont out boxing.
You got Lamont outboxing Keyshawn
Yeah.
at 140.
It's gonna be tough, but yeah, I think Lamont had more speed at the 140.
Yeah, I agree with
That
Clifton
that that that
Dennis.
that that that,
Hell
that
no.
than Keyshawn.
And I guess the question I should ask you then is who beats Lamont Roach? Nobody? No, nobody? Can anybody beat Lamont Roach? I'm
Man, I'm
asking you the
just
wrong
basing it off
question.
match. You asking me, Matt? All right, well, give me another. I told you I think Shakur get him. I said
Shakur
that.
beats him. Shakur beats
I
him.
told you. Who?
Let's see. Life is good. Abdullah Mason. I like that. Abdullah is special. Abdullah is special. He doesn't have the character of Keyshawn. So you think Abdullah Mason? He life is good. Not talking about that. I'm just saying I saw the name. What about Abdullah Mason and Lamont?
Remember, I told you I got Lamont based on experience.
I got Lamont in there too. All right. What about interesting. He stays Williams Zepeda.
You said who?
William Zepeda.
Oh yeah. Lamont easy.
So
I
the
got
only
Lamont
person
easy.
that beats Lamont is Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah, I got Shakur.
Only one.
Only one right now.
So the top fighters at 35 is Shakur Stevenson and Lamont Roach.
I got him beating Kid also.
Yeah, I figured that. You got him beating Tank, Keyshawn, all these niggas. Of course you got him beating Kid Austin.
I said I do not have him beating Shakur again. You
That's the
keep
only
saying there. I said,
what about Andy Cruz? What about Andy Cruz? Salute to EJ, man.
damn. Now I like that one. That Andy Cruz fight. That would be a probably because of
Who
the
wins that?
boxing style. I'm
Lamont
thinking
got
of
that.
matchups. I'm thinking of matchups. Styles make fights. Right.
But after that,
That boy, Andy Cruz can box, man. That's gonna be tough, man. He might. Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one. I don't know.
after the
I give
liberating,
Lamont edge
after the
out. I
liberating,
say Lamont to edge him out.
you think Lamont
He's going
after
to
the
distance.
liberating? Yeah, I got it. I already knew that's the answer that was coming. Floyd Schofield, break that one down. Floyd Schofield against Lamont.
Oh, he ain't gonna do what Tevin Farmer did. Tevin Farmer came out there with supreme confidence, like young and ain't had no power, man. Lamont gonna be patient. He gonna be patient, and then Schofield gonna tire you out the later rounds, man, because it's been a minute since he went the distance.
Hey, yo,
He
Clifton
gonna tire
Dennis.
you out.
Hey, Clifton Dennis, how are you a 50-50 with everybody in 35, though? Something's off, though. But yo,
Why y'all
but
hating, Slim?
if he
Why
listening
y'all
to
hating,
you,
Slim?
though, he listening to you, though. That's what it seemed like. Like I'm listening to you. You got me. Lamont could be that. Lamont over everybody. Lamont Roach over everybody.
Nigga, that's one of my titles on my page. Lamont over everybody. That's one of my titles.
Hey, bro, then that just says to me
Hey
you're
Slim,
not
hey
fit
Slim.
to discuss.
That's one of my titles, Slim.
You're
That's
not
one of my
fit to
titles.
discuss Lamont Roach Jr. You're not fit to discuss
What?
because you can't discuss him objectively and without bias. I can do that. Like me as a Tank fan, right? I could still have like a objective conversation, a non-biased conversation about Tank Davis. I could totally do that. I could argue, decide on why a nigga would beat Tank Davis. I could totally
I
do that.
just said, bruh. Did I just not say Shakur Stevenson over Lamont Roach? I say he
Okay, like
without
check this
boxing.
out, right? Check this out. With Tank, for example, right? I got him beating Shakur because I think Shakur's hands are too frail to understand what's gonna happen. And especially right now, if they fight under the Turkey no running era, Tank definitely beats Shakur because it's gonna be in a small ass ring with a no running rule. That's exactly what Tank needs to push the odds into his favor. That's no longer a 50-50 fight in a small ring with a no running rule. The odds drastically go into Tank's favor. And that's as a gambler looking at it, right? I'm keeping it real. Now let's look at
Okay.
Keyshawn Davis against
Hold up.
Tank, right?
Don't say Keyshawn yet. I want to
What's up?
stay on Tank because I got a question for you.
What's up?
This is actually from Clifton Dennis, right? Scooter, what happens to these other guys against Tank? Because you making it seem I'm insinuating what Clifton Dennis is saying. Are you saying that nobody beats Tank at 135?
Yeah, I think Tank's the best fighter at
Because that's what you
135.
saying about me and Lamont. That's what you saying. But I clearly said Shakur get him at 35.
No, I said right now Tank is the best at 135. He's a natural 135 pounder, right? Who can knock out the weight bullies, which is impressive, right? So he could knock out a dude who's naturally bigger. He's a pure 135 pounder, right? Who ran all the weight bullies out of the division. Shakur didn't do that. Tank cleared that division of weight bullies, bruh. The division was infested with weight bullies. Niggas who walk around at 175 and coming down to 135 to beat up on a bunch of little niggas. And Tank was the right little nigga to fuck with, right? They
You
ran
ain't
up on the
lying. Some
wrong
of them
one.
came down from 190. I know a couple that came from 190 to 35.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's not a reach to say Tank is the best
Nah.
at 35. He proved that shit. He earned that right for you to say that
Oh,
shit.
I don't disagree with you. I just wanted to hear why.
Yeah, that's why. There's nobody at 35 better than Tank, Brody. I'm sorry. He's a natural 135er that cleared all them weight buddies out of that division. They was all they and that's for a bag
I
too.
agree. I agree.
That's for real, bro. Come on, let's keep it real. So, but what I was telling you, right, with Keyshawn, right, I can be non-biased, right? In 2 years, Tank not gonna be able to beat Keyshawn Davis. In 2 years, he won't be able to beat him. Keyshawn will be that much better if he stays focused. I do have concerns about Keyshawn's mental health and mental stability because if he loses focus, it's over. That's what all fighters. All fighters basically lack like just a straying focus away from becoming average, right?
Like he has
What
to
makes
stay
that great
busy.
fighter beyond average is that he has focus.
I
What you
agree with you
saying?
with Keyshawn. He got to stay busy in his life, man. He got to be doing something at all times. He can't stay idle because that's when things don't go good. He can't just sit idle and not have nothing going on, man. That's why, like during this time right now, I hope, man, he getting ready for a fight or something, man. Because I would just hate for him just sitting around during this idle time and not really doing nothing. You know what I mean?
If you got people around him that know what's up, they know how to handle that nigga.
Hopefully so, man, because they dropped the ball on him on this last fight, man. I go with Bomac. You dropped the ball, Slim. I don't care what nobody say. You dropped that ball.
Man, that nigga's a fighter. Fighters getting the fights all the motherfucking time. Fighters getting street fights, fight. But what makes you think these niggas are great fighters? For they got that in them. All the great fighters got that in them. Any great fight. Matter of fact, Terence Crawford right now, right? He played too goddamn much, right? But he one of them niggas who like to horseplay, right? He horseplay with every mother. Turkey all the sheep issued handlers to Terence Crawford, right? Because this nigga, he can't help it, right? He loves the horseplay so much, they're afraid he's gonna hurt himself before the goddamn fight. He was just trying to body slam Jared Miller.
I
All
saw that
300
shit.
pounds
Hey,
of this
Slim.
nigga. And they nigga,
Hey,
Terence,
Slim.
don't hurt yourself. Terence, don't get hurt. Like, this nigga don't know when to stop, right? But that's what fighters do. That's
I
fighters.
gotta give you props on that whole angle with the wrestling shit now, man. I see a lot of people are now going that route with the bud and wrestling, like Mr. Showbiz. I see you taking that wrestling approach, man. You man, Ghost Rider boxing, man. You write these joints for all these big platforms, Slim.
No, Biz was roasting us. Biz, my man, I watched Showbiz, bro. Biz was roasting us at first. Biz was like, yeah, oh, he wrestled. He was going in. This shit was hilarious, right?
I
He was
know,
saying it like a joke. But
I
then,
saw
right?
that shit. That's why I'm laughing. This shit.
But then, right, you actually got to think about the shit, right? The shit be funny, and people was laughing when I said, they still laughing when I say it, right? And it's cool. But when you actually look at it, the wrestling will help in a small ring against Canelo Alvarez. That wrestling
Bruh,
comes
they
into play
got
big time.
gloves on. They not picking. Bud can't pick the man up and body slam. They ain't got shit. Wrestling ain't gonna be doing shit.
Okay, so I
Canelo gonna be
explained.
fucking his body up. Every time he try to look like he about to go try to grab him, Canelo gonna hit that arm. He gonna whoop
Okay,
that
so
arm up, man.
okay,
Bud gonna
so
come out all whooped.
you break yours down, then I'll break mine down. How the wrestling come into play. You tell me how it won't come into play, and I tell you how it will.
Yeah, every time Bud try to snatch that arm, man, you know, he getting checked by Canelo, man. Canelo, that's the one thing about Canelo. He don't care where he hit you if he got an opening. And by the end of the night, I suspect Bud will have a big ass knot here on that left side. He probably gonna have some bruised ribs, and he definitely gonna have some scarred up face, man. It's gonna get stopped.
Okay. So, all right, from what I was seeing, right, Canelo has a serious issue with slick southpaws. Like, look at the Lara fight, right? Even Caleb Plant was giving him some trouble at first, right? Until he couldn't maintain it. But that slick southpaw is going to be a problem on the outside, right? And in the mid range. Canelo has to win the mid range game, right? So he can get up close and crush him. That's the plan, right? But this is where the wrestling comes into play, right? Bud will win the long range game. Facts, right? The mid range game, that's up for debate, right? Now, the inside game, this is where the wrestling comes into play. If Bud had, I ain't saying he does, right? I'm saying he may, particularly because of the wrestling background. So if Bud has an advantage in the clinch and infighting to where he can frame Canelo and turn him this way while Bud goes the other way, right? Where he could like frame him this way, right? So he could lift up there and expose that rib cage to my uppercut, right? Or if I could like grab his neck, right? Clench my arms right here. Now I'm protected, right? While I spin him this way, get inside his guard, right? This is where the wrestling comes into play, right? I could walk this nigga around the ring, right? If I do this shit correctly. It's all about framing and positioning, right? And strength. So if I'm able to do all this and
Has he
I'm the
ever done
strong.
that? You tell me
Okay,
where he
let
done
me
that
finish. Let me
before.
finish, right?
Cause he about to
If
try to do
I'm
something he ain't
able
never
to
done.
do all of this, right, and I'm the stronger man, right? There's no way you're going to win the infighting game, right? So you have to win the mid-range game. You won't beat him in the long game, and if the wrestling comes into play, you won't beat him on the inside game, right? I don't think you could beat him in that middle game.
Well,
I don't
what
think you could
makes you
beat him
think
in the middle
Bud is
game.
stronger? Cause he lifts some weights that makes him stronger.
I
I'm
said
confused here,
wrestling
man.
background, bro.
Cause Canelo has fought the bigger people.
Wrestling is
Didn't he
about
stop playing?
positioning.
Didn't he stop playing?
No, wrestling is about positioning, right?
I'm
It's
I'm, I'm
about
at, no,
positioning.
I'm asking you. Didn't he stop a bigger person than playing?
Wrestling is about position. You said which one? All right, what do you want to talk about? Right? You're saying different things. Do you want to talk about the wrestling and fighting? Or do you want to talk about when he fought Caleb Plant? Like, what do you want to talk about?
I,
Because
no, we can stick to
I'm
this.
talking about the advantages on the
I
on
had to bring that up as an example because you keep saying this wrestling, man, like they about to get ready for WWE or something.
Caleb
They
Plant
not
doesn't
getting
have a
ready for
wrestling
no
background,
wrestling.
bro. Caleb Plant doesn't have a wrestling background. So the wrestling background, see what I was explaining,
What does
right?
that
As
mean?
far
What
as the
does that mean?
framing and the turning of the fighter, right? That's where the wrestling comes into play. Because that's what you do as a wrestler. You should know that. Footwork, positioning, spinning, controlling your opponent, right? That plays in boxing. It totally does. So I don't get what you're saying.
We're gonna see, man. He ain't fought in over a year. Let's see what that time is looking like in the ring. Canelo just fought a couple of months ago.
EJ, he says Canelo is stopping light heavies, right? That's bro. But all right, so y'all are looking at a prime Canelo. I know we're looking at a washed Canelo. Y'all don't know it yet. That's the only difference.
When
The
was
difference
Canelo
between
last
me
lost again?
and y'all
I mean, you
is
keep saying wash.
the
Wash
difference
means
between
you've
me
been
and y'all is
losing.
I know I'm looking at a
What was
washed
his loss
Canelo.
at? Tell me where the loss at. I need to know where his loss
You're talking
was if he
about
lost.
loss. I said we're looking at a watch. Do you want me to help you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, help me. Because
Okay,
I'm confused.
let me help you. So it's just in case, right? I'm gonna help everybody who don't get it, right? So when I say washed, I mean he's lost a step, maybe two. He's not the same fighter. He couldn't even cut off the ring against William Skull. Something that he could do with no problem. William Skull is not fast on his feet, right? He was dancing circles around the old man. That's what William Skull was doing. I mean, go
I
ahead, say
guess
what you gotta say.
Canelo was prime Crawford against Madrimov, huh? I'm just asking.
I mean, what are we talking
Both
about? You're
both of
changing the
them,
subject again.
step for
What are
step,
we
step
talking
for
about?
step. They both lost a step for step.
Yo, Clifton Dennis say he can't agree. That's cool, Clifton Dennis. It's cool. We can't agree on everything, my brother. That's just what it is. But I'm telling you right now, I know I'm looking at a washed Canelo Alvarez. I'm not looking at the same Canelo Alvarez, man.
What?
I know I know that's what I'm looking at. Y'all don't know it yet, right? But like I said, the Ghost Rider of boxing strikes again. Mark this. I time dated this one just so I can go back to it, right? The third of January, July. 3rd of July, right? It's timestamp.
I know. I can't wait.
Yeah, your man's washed. Canelo's washed, bro. And Bud can beat this version. He can't beat a prime version, but he could beat this version. Anthony Perez, a washed Canelo will lose to Crawford or rob Crawford. That's what's gonna happen, in my opinion. Yo, OG Jose.
Jose, Sugar Ray did not beat Hagler. Hagler won that damn fight, Slim. I don't care what nobody say.
No,
Hagler won that
Sugar
fight.
Ray beat him, right? And
No, he didn't.
Hagler fucked that up. For some reason, Sugar Ray beat him in his mind. Sugar Ray beat him in the mental game, right? Hagler went in there trying to outbox Sugar Ray Leonard. He went in there trying to outpoint Sugar Ray Leonard. So let me tell the youngins, right? So the youngins can understand what I'm saying. So the equivalence of this. If Shakur and Tank were to get into a fight, right? And Shakur convinced Tank Davis to try to beat him on the scorecards. That's what Sugar Ray Leonard did to Marvin Hagler. Am I right? Yo,
I
I'm
don't even
asking
like
you,
talking
bro.
about that fight. I know I'm salty on that fight, man. I don't like talking about that fight, man. You know I don't like talking about that's some bullshit. I don't like that
Did
shit.
he
I don't
fight
like
like
that.
Marvelous Marvin Hagler? Yes
Nah,
or
he
no?
ain't fight like Marvin Hagler. He's supposed to step on Sugar Ray. He's supposed to
Why was
step
he
on him,
trying to
man.
fight like Sugar Ray Leonard, right?
Man,
So
I don't
Marvelous
know, Slim.
Marvin
I
Hagler,
do not know. I do not
yes,
know. I don't even
because
like talking
Sugar
about
Ray
that fight.
beat him at the mental game. Sugar Ray beat him at the mental game, bruh. Sugar Ray won that fight. The fact that Hagler came in trying to fight like Sugar Ray says Sugar Ray won the fight over that part already. I beat him. He don't want to fight like himself. I win. I win. That was not the same Marvelous Marvin Hagler that tried to kill Tommy the Hitman Hearns.
I know.
It wasn't the same dude, bro.
I know.
And I'm gonna tell you somewhere else I fucked up with
I
Hagler,
don't
right?
like talking about that fight, man. I don't like talking about that fight.
No, I'm gonna tell you. Hagler was like a tough guy, but Sugar Ray is great at finding your weaknesses, right? He found a thread that like pulled away, right, at Hagler's mental toughness. He saw something.
Man, what fights we got coming out? We got we
Now,
got
time.
Sugar
I want
Ray
to
and
finish this. This is a
man,
solid
I
point.
don't even want to
This is
talk
for my
about this
take, bro.
shit,
This is for my
man.
take, bro. This is my take. So,
Go
yo,
ahead, go
the
ahead.
thing is, right? Hagler hated Sugar Ray so much, right? So much, right? It gave him too much respect for Roberto Duran because he did the same thing to Roberto Duran. Hagler could have ended Roberto Duran, but he didn't want to. He didn't want to. He didn't fight that nigga the same as he would have. And that's why like I love Hagler as a fighter. I don't like him. I think he one of them type of niggas that take it easy on white people, right? I think he was one of them type of niggas that take it easy on white people and go hard on black people. I think he was one of them type of niggas like
Did you
like the
see what he
Capo
did to
boys in the
Mitchell
hood.
over in England? How you gonna
I
say
think
some
he was like
bullshit like that?
I don't
Stop
know,
that
right?
man over in England and
I
they
think
threw
he was one
bottles
of them
at that
type of
man.
niggas,
What are we
right?
talking
Who was
about?
like Bernie Mac on Don't Be a Menace, right? Right? I hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck, nigga. I hate Whoopi Goldberg lips, nigga. Right? I hate my own black ass, right? I think he
That
one of them
definitely
type
ain't
of.
Marvin
I
Hagler,
might be
man.
wrong.
What the fuck? Slim, what?
I might be wrong. But he always seemed to
you
be like one
wrong.
of them
You
type of
wrong
niggas.
now.
He seemed to be like one of them type of niggas. I'm telling you, niggas who think like the way I'm talking about, they don't mind that. It's just white people being white people. But let some niggas throw bottles at them. They be up in the stands like Ron Artest and Steven Jackson, right? Let be some niggas that
Are
threw a
you
bottle
running
at him.
into the all white English Slim? No, you're not doing that back in the 70s. Come on, Slim.
You're
We
not
know
hearing
that.
what I
That's the
just said. I don't
bullshit.
think you listen to what I be saying, bro. I don't think you listen to what I'm saying. I said, yes, of course he didn't, right? But let that be some niggas that threw bottles at him. He would be up in the stands like Ron Artest and Steven Jackson, nigga. Fucking niggas up. I mean, I might be wrong, but he always seemed like one of them type of niggas to me, right? And the Roberto Duran fight is what got me
Based on
thinking
what?
like that.
Based on what?
Based on how he fought Duran.
You act like Duran wasn't tough, man. That boy was tough from Panama, man.
Fuck out of
From
here.
the
He
hood
quit.
of Panama.
Duran quit in a fight, right? He quit in the fight, and he wasn't all this super dude y'all try to make him out to be. Tommy Hearns
Come
fucking
on, Slim.
decapitated him.
Yeah, he quit in that fight, man, with that Sugar Ray run around
Tommy
shit.
Hearns
Yeah, he got frustrated.
decapitated that
Fuck.
nigga.
They
Roberto
still
Duran.
fought.
So we
So what?
talking Four Kings, right? What's Roberto Duran's record against the Four Kings?
Lost all of them. No, he got one on Sugar Ray.
He got one. He snuck away with a victory because he beat Sugar Ray mentally. He beat Sugar Ray mentally when he slapped his wife
Oh,
on the
now we're
ass.
going to the mental. Did he win or did he win? Who cares about mental or nothing? Did he win?
Yo, you right.
He
He
won.
won. He made Sugar Ray fight his fight. He won. Yes, I agree. And that's why Sugar Ray beat Marvin Hagler. He made Hagler fight his fight. That's my point. That's my point. And see, and my thing with Hagler is he didn't fight everybody like that. I think he had extra anger towards his fellow black people. I think he was one of them type of niggas, especially if he was
The
hanging around
top
them
fighters
Boston
were
white
black. What
boys.
are you talking about? Slim, you just making up some shit now,
No, I'm
Slim.
not.
I ain't
I'm
gonna let you do
speaking.
my
I'm
man
speaking from
Hagler
life
like that.
experience, bro.
Hagler fought everybody
I'm
that was
speaking
in the
from life
top 20.
experience.
And the top middleweights came from Philly, Slim. So what are you talking about? He took it easy on white people. Come on, Slim. When he had a chance to fight for a fucking belt, yeah, he know he beat that ass.
I mean, I might be wrong. I just got a strong suspicion that he's one of them niggas that took it easy on white
Show me
people and went
any
hard on
interview
black
where
people.
he buck dancing, man. You can't even show me an interview where he buck dancing or anything, man.
I just got a feeling, bro. I'm just telling you my hunch. I might be wrong. I've said it
Based on
several
what?
times.
I ain't
I
gonna let you
might be
do that
wrong.
man name like that, my favorite fighter. I ain't gonna let you do my favorite fighter
I'm
like that,
keeping it
Slim.
real though. Keeping it real like that. So
Keeping it buck
and he
how? You ain't
hanging
gave
around a
no
bunch of
example,
Boston white
no
boys.
example of how he
He
buck
hanging around a
danced.
bunch of Boston white boys. Tell you one thing, I don't trust no nigga
Nigga,
that
he
hang with
from
Boston
Brockton,
white boys.
Massachusetts. Where he supposed to be? Who he supposed to be
I
with?
don't
From
trust no
Brockton,
nigga that hang too
Massachusetts.
tough with Boston white boys. I don't
If
trust no
you
nigga
from
that hang too tough.
Brockton,
I'm gonna tell you some straight
Massachusetts,
up, man. Them
how
Boston
many
white
brothers
boys,
in
I watched them
Brockton,
Boston white boys fuck
Massachusetts,
up
Slim?
niggas mental, man. Like yo, a black man from Boston that's really pro black is a strong, is a real one, right? But them Boston white boys had them niggas thinking all types of fucked up shit about their own people, man. Like I ain't saying that's Marvin Hagler. I saying I suspect that. I suspect.
Yeah, that's
I
your
think I
that's
think
your
I think he
speculation on
I
that
think he go
wild ass.
I
That
think he
sound like
went harder
wild
on
goofy
niggas than
shit over
white
there.
people.
That's some goofy shit over there
I
you
think
saying
he
right
went
now.
harder on niggas than white people, right? I just do. That's my opinion, right?
But you ain't
That's
got
my
no
opinion.
basis. That's a basis on your
I
conclusion.
just
Then you
gave
just
I gave
spilling
you
out
life
dumb shit.
experience, right? Boom, boom. So where we at? Clifton Dennis. I never knew Marvin Hagler was an Uncle Tom. It's good insight. I might be wrong. I might be
Boy,
wrong,
y'all,
right?
you see, look what you done started with the bullshit in the chat, man. Don't believe none of this dumb shit he's saying,
I'm
Slim.
just saying, when it came to niggas, he got especially mean, right? But then when then it'll be
What
like
you mean,
a
man? Okay,
Roberto
explain to
Duran,
me. Mean where? Mean where?
like
Oh,
he
time
take no
out.
light on him.
Where was he mean at? Where was he mean at?
I'm just saying, he got particularly
Where was he
mean
mean
against
at? And you
niggas.
talking about in the boxing ring?
This
What?
is just my honest opinion. It's my honest opinion.
Man, that's some goofy shit.
What's goofy about it though?
Cause it's on no basis. You gave no motherfucking examples or nothing. You
I
just
just
spitting out
did.
dumb shit. That'd be
I
like
just
somebody saying
did.
that shit on me, right? oh, this nigga Uncle Tom. Niggas would show me some examples of that shit where I'm a motherfucking Uncle Tom. If you can't give me no
I'll give
motherfucking
it to you
example,
again.
shut the fuck up on that
You want to hear it again? All right, I'm
shit,
gonna hear it again, right?
That's
Here
crazy
we go.
talk. That's
This
crazy.
is why I think Hagler, right? I suspect he would go harder on black people than niggas, right? I could see the way he approached Tommy Hearns, and Sugar Ray Leonard, and all these guys. It's a special disdain there for them, right? But then when you fight Roberto Duran, you totally capable of ripping his head off his body, and you don't do it. I suspect that, man. I suspect it, and I think it was because he hated Leonard so much, right, that he gave Duran too much respect in that fight. I think he hated Ray because he could not stand Sugar Ray Leonard. He hated Sugar Ray Leonard, and maybe that has something to do with my opinion of him too, because I grew up in that era, right? I was a fan of Sugar Ray Leonard, and I didn't like Marvin Hagler. So yeah, I'm biased with that shit, but I respect him as a
Yeah,
fighter. I respect him as a fighter.
man.
But
Sugar
no,
Ray was on
I
that
didn't like
bullshit
Marvin
back
Hagler.
then. He gonna call my boy up. He gonna call my boy up doing that celebration like he about to fight Hagler and then make the announcement. Yeah, Marvin Hagler. The Hagler getting all up like they about to
It's
fight
never
shit.
going to happen.
Never gonna happen. He was on that
Never going to
bullshit. That's
happen.
how them niggas from DC be though. Niggas from my area be like that, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's how DC niggas be, man. For real.
Sugar Ray Leonard, my man's though. That's my man's. Like so.
Yeah, that's your man.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it, right? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's all. Maybe that's all it is. Me being a Sugar Ray Leonard fan, I was just like, yo, Ray, my man, fuck Marvin Hagler. And I like Marvin Hagler, right? As a fighter, he was a beast. Like, he got his gazelle jab, right? That leaping jab was a monster, right? Hagler was a monster. Hagler had built-in headgear. They said he had more muscle development on his temples than the average man. That's why you couldn't knock this nigga out. So, but Hagler was a monster. But that does not change the fact that I think he went harder on niggas than white people. I like a motherfucker that go hard on people, right? But just I don't know what it is. If you keep that same energy that you got with niggas with white people, you my mans. I fuck with you. Real talk, I'm gonna
I'm
fuck with
confused.
you, bro.
I
I'm gonna
got
fuck
you
with
right
you.
now, right?
Cause
You
there
know
be
I
a
got
lot of
you.
niggas like that.
I
There's a
got
lot of niggas
I
like
got
that.
you.
They wild the fuck out. They wild the fuck out. They out here catching bodies, all types of shit. But when they get around white people, they on their best behavior. I can't stand niggas like that. I'm a black man. He's white. I'm a black man. He's white. He's white. He's white. In Panama, he's white. They have a racial caste system in Latin America. There's a race, like they got y'all niggas fooled, right? So the thing is, right, in their countries, they have a racial caste system. They have black people and white people, right? What do you want to? Go ahead, what do you want to say? What do you want to say? You trying to say something?
Those who have not. That's what it is. It ain't about no color. It's those who have and those who have not.
All right, so now, right? So there is a racial caste system in Latin America, right? And so they have people like this confused, right? So they come over here and they act like, so in America, right? We are the racial caste system. Black Americans, right? We opened up this motherfucker to the world. My ancestors, right? Opened up. They wasn't letting everybody over here, right? It was my ancestors that was on the front lines, right? And opened the doors to everybody that calls themselves a minority, right? And so me and my people, right? We good-hearted, right? And a bit gullible sometimes, right? We really believe that there was a black and brown coalition, right? And that there was no racism outside of America, that the only racism is white people, right? But then we travel, right? And then when you travel and you look and you be like, okay, how come all the light-skinned niggas got the money and on TV and all the broke niggas is selling fruits, or the dark-skinned niggas is selling fruits or throwing fucking blankets on the fucking pavement and selling whatever they could fucking find, right? Like,
Right
why
on that.
is that,
You
right?
right.
And why are none of these
You are
niggas
right.
on television? They are banned from TV. That's a fact, right? So there is a total. They go harder than the Americans do, right? And then they'll come over here and say, "Yo, you my bro." Nah, bro. Because if I was in your country, I'd be just another nigga, and you'd be the white person, and you're carrying that mentality over here. And see, that's where they got the game fucked up. That's why I don't play that game. I don't play that game, bro.
Nah, you right on that. I can agree 100% on what you just said.
Hell yeah. There is a
I
racial
don't disagree
caste
on none
system.
of that. I know that to be true.
King of the West Midlands is hilarious. Your ancestors knew how to shave. Hilarious. So yo, I don't be tripping, bro. Like I'm in the film industry, bro. I worked around white people all the time. Like so, it's been situations where I'll be the only nigga in the room, but guess what? I'm still a real nigga. Because the thing is, I understand people. It ain't even a race thing. I'm actually colorblind, and because I'm colorblind,
You know
I can
me. You
keep
know
it
my
real.
field. I'm around everybody, man. I've been around all cultures, man. Be the only one in the room. Jewish culture, I'll be the only one in the room. Armenian culture, I'll be the only one in the room. Be like that sometimes, Slim.
That's how it be. And when you in the film industry, it be like that. You'll be everywhere, bro.
You
Everywhere.
know,
That's a fact, right? And so my thing
you a
is like I
mortician
am
like me in one of
colorblind.
them high-end businesses, being a mortician in a high-end business, yeah, you're going to run into all types of clientele.
But see, the thing is, I don't code switch. I be the same nigga y'all see right here is the same nigga y'all to see. Real talk, no matter what your race is. But see, that's what gets me by. That's people just respect me for being authentic and genuine, right? And that gives me a pass in a lot of worlds and a lot of situations. Because I don't know how to bullshit. And to me, it's not worth my time and energy. Code switching is like it's a vibe killer, man. It's a soul snatcher, code switching, right? I guess that's what I think. I think Marvin Hagler was a code switcher to stay on topic. I think he was a code switcher.
Show me an interview where he switched up his voice,
I can't. It's all
where he
based off
changed.
of energy. I can't. It's all based off of energy.
So how you gonna put that on somebody with no basis of research or anything? You just jumped out there and threw that on that man.
It's all based on energy. I said this is my
That's
honest
crazy work.
opinion.
That's crazy. That's crazy
No, it's
work,
not
Slim.
because I
I ain't gonna do that.
prefaced it with I may be wrong. This is just my honest opinion. I never said it'd have been fucked up if I'd have said this is what it is. I'm 100% sure, right? And I can prove it, but I can't, right? I said no, I may be wrong, right? It's my honest opinion. I'm going off life experience and just energy. And then I also stated in, it's all on tape. I may be a little biased because I came up in that era and I'm a Sugar Ray Leonard fan. And I didn't like Marvin Hagler. I
You
didn't.
should have started it with that. I'm a Sugar Ray Leonard
Just keeping
fan.
it real. I didn't like Marvin Hagler. I didn't, but I respect him though. I respected him. I respect him. I just didn't like him.
Hey,
And the reason, if you ask me why don't you like him, I'd be like, I think he code switches around white people. That would have been my answer. I think he
we
code
moving
switches
on.
around white people. I don't like when
I
niggas
got
do that.
we moving on. I got
Yeah,
a
I'm just
serious
saying.
question.
I don't
I
like
got
when niggas code switch. I
I
don't
got
like it.
I got I got a serious question, man, for the people. Is this fight with Tank and Lamont happening August 16th? It don't look like it, man. It don't look like it. We're a month away.
Yeah, I ain't got it happening. I've been saying that.
That's crazy, man.
Life is good. See, I like them both. I was a southpaw because of Hagler. See, that's what's up. Life is good. Like I said, if you like boxing, you had to respect Marvelous Marvin Hagler. And you better call him Marvelous. If we talking boxing, that was a bad, thorough motherfucker. I got nothing bad to say about him when it come to boxing. Clifton Dennis. We losing viewers now. It's all good, Clifton Dennis. Like, we ain't doing it for the
Oh
views,
shit,
King.
hell, we done been on for damn near 2 hours.
We ain't doing it for the
Nah.
views, King. We ain't doing it for the views. Like I honestly do this just because it's fun, man. It's just fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know why I got into this, man. Like, I'm in LA. I work in the film industry. The film industry shut
Oh,
down. The film
hey,
industry shut down. So I just started going to YouTube. I went from movies to YouTube. That's why I'm here on YouTube. And people like
hey,
my
Slim.
videos, particularly my shorts. What's up?
Hey, you want to talk about this?
What's
It
up?
just popped on my thing. So this joint must be true that they was talking about the chat, man. This fight hype joint just dropped down talking about Ice picked up Chavez, yeah. What the hell? I thought he was married.
You gotta get your paperwork right, man. Get your paperwork right, man.
Damn, Slim. Ice got Chavez, man.
Hey, are you gonna protest for ICE? You gonna protest?
Man, it ain't my fight.
It ain't your fight, right?
Nah.
Here we go. Here we go. Like I'm keep real with you, man. Like all my homies out here in LA, like, I got homies from all black, white, Mexican, right? And like they ask me, you protest? I'm like, nah, I can't, man. I can't. Like, why? I'm like, bruh, I'm black. Like, what that mean? I mean, like, okay, for example,
Nigga, I'm
right?
black. That's enough. Shit.
No, but for real, they want to know. They want to know. So I got to keep it real. I'm like, okay, so of course, black people are not going to go pick strawberries and none of that shit unless you lock us up, right? And like, I understand that the Republican ideal is to get the cheap labor out, right? And make all that cheap labor contract to the prisons. See, if slavery never went anywhere, so their plan is to get all the Mexicans and everybody that work in the strawberry fields for pennies on the dollar, right? Get them the fuck out of here. We're gonna automate that anyway. So, right, you gotta look at with the players, the people like Elon Musk who have these fucking robots who can harvest fields and shit, right? Right? Then you gotta look at the people who own these private prisons, right? They're basically slave owners. You are a slave owner if you own a prison, right? That's just what it is, right? So you have these people saying, we don't need them anymore. Get them the fuck out of here. Contract my robots, right? And contract my slaves. I own slaves and I own robots. I don't need day laborers anymore. And that's what it is. That's what it is, bro. And they fighting back. So my issue is, you want me to get into the fight with you then, right? Okay, so what happens after I get into the fight and y'all win? How does that win? How do we win, right? So let's say black people jumped into this fight, right? And y'all win. How do we win? Because y'all gonna stop giving a fuck about us after the fight's over. Thank you, nigga. Did it again. You did it again, nigga. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what the fuck? What's in it for me? How did I win? How did I win? Real talk. My people did that already. We opened up the America. It was black people. When you see Martin Luther King's civil rights era, all that shit, who you think did that shit? How do you think the borders got busted wide open, bruh? How you think everybody got to say I'm a minority and get government benefits, bruh? Like, how do you think? So when it comes down, you want us to keep doing that. You want me to do what my great grandfather did and great grandmother did. You want me to do all that, right? But see, when I start talking to him like this, it just changed the subject now. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, roll up another one, man. Fuck it, you be tripping. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear all that. They don't want to hear all that, right? But then you'll get the great
Too
debaters
real.
that'll
Keep
come in and
it
want to
too
debate
real.
that shit,
Keep it
though.
too real for people, man. Keep it too real for people, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, OG, Jose said when we having Brian Norman back on, man. When he pop back on, shit, he got
Yeah,
the
I
open
want B to
invite.
pull back up, man. I need B to pull back up, man. Holla at him.
Yeah, I seen.
That,
Been seeing
that,
on different platforms. He got the open invite. He know where to
that
find
nigga
us.
got it. Yo, he got to get on here and
I had
admit
to
that I'm the
grab
ghost
Senior
fighter of
earlier.
boxing.
Had Senior on. Had Senior on early morning the other day. You can catch that.
Hey, yo, check this out, man. That nigga got to get on here and admit that I'm the ghost rider of boxing. Because everything I said in that interview came true. That nigga need to admit that shit, man. I am the ghost rider of boxing. Huh? Y'all wasn't marching in the farms. He talking about Berry Farms? You talking about? Hey, OG Jose, I'm from DC, my nigga. Only farms I
Bird
know is
ball.
Berry Farms, nigga.
Bird ball.
Niggas wasn't marching to Berry Farm, nigga. You wouldn't go to Berry Farms back in the day, nigga. You probably go to play ball,
Yeah,
but you
nah.
better know somebody. Yeah.
Better know somebody.
Life is good. That video of Bill wilding
Hey,
out.
life is good like that Bill video. That's a wild video for Bill.
Yeah, Bill,
That
man.
that
Bill Haney,
Brian
my nigga,
Norman,
bro.
that Brian Norman, Bill Haney arguing on Malachi, man. That shit is funny as hell, son.
Bruh. That don't gave me one of the hardest quotes in boxing history. Brian Norman Sr.
Man, hold up. Don't do that shit, man.
Brian Norman Sr. spit out one of the hardest quotes in boxing history, bruh. And that nigga was trying to be cool, too. But Bill, man, Bill a motherfucker, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm up here trying to sell the fight, you know what I'm saying, with our sons. This nigga gonna jump out there, nigga, your mama's a bitch. Like, oh. Man, you know what? We ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna be the bigger man. We ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna give it to you. Man, fuck you, nigga. He said, nigga, I just did it, nigga. Then he did the laugh. When I heard that laugh, I wanted to kick Bill's ass for this nigga, bruh. Like, for real, man. I said, bruh, who this nigga think he is? I felt mad for him, bro. That don't usually happen. I felt mad for B Senior, man. And then B Senior, he was still trying to keep it cool. I'm going to give it to him, right? Then the nigga snapped and gave us one of the hardest quotes of boxing history,
Demon time.
Nigga said, yo, mama, nigga, go dig that bitch up. Nigga, my mama, nigga, fuck you. Nigga. I said, whoa. This nigga said, go dig that bitch up. I said, I had to drop the phone. I said, wow, this is the hardest quote in boxing right now, bro. Go dig that bitch up. That's going to be on all my videos, bro.
Man, don't do
all
that to
my
B,
videos,
man.
Bro.
B did not want to go there with him, man.
Yo, that's the new I'm Dangerous. Go dig that bitch up.
Shit.
That shit was gangster, bro. That shit was gangster. That's even more gangster than when Gucci Mane told Jeezy, go dig your partner up, right? That was more gangster than that. Nigga, go dig your partner up, nigga. Bet he won't say shit. Nigga, go dig your mama up, nigga.
Why did you bring this up, man?
Oh my God, bruh. And then he called her a bitch. He said, go dig that bitch up. Nigga.
See, there you go, starting shit. There you go. You starting shit.
Oh, shit. Yo, OG Jose, you know that shit was hilarious, my G. You know that shit, yo. Most gangster quote in boxing I've heard in a long time. Go dig that bitch up. Wow. Bill had that coming, though. Because Bill needed an ass whipping, though. Bill still need his ass whipped for that shit, bro.
Yo, you think when Brian Norman knocks Devin out, he gonna do that move that Plant did, with the like he digging a ditch?
No, he already told him he's gonna step over him. He's gonna step over him, man. Life is good. The yak and the girl.
Man, he need to pull the Caleb Plant joint, like he digging a ditch, have a shovel by the ring. I'm going to all WWE out this point, I'm gonna make sure to have me a plastic shovel by the ring. After I knock him out, I'm gonna go run and grab that shit like I'm digging a motherfucking grave and shit. Man, they gonna have me on WWE after I fuck around and do that to Devin, I'm trying to tell you.
Yo, I'm looking forward to the fight, man. And I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight. Unlike everybody else, I don't think Devin just gonna get washed. I don't think he's gonna get washed. I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight. I think he gets knocked out.
Man, that shit gonna be all bad, Slim.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a fight, though. I ain't mad at it.
Nah, that's gonna be a murder. Murder was the case that they gave me. Not literally now. I don't want people getting mad at me. I'm just saying. He gonna knock him out. That's all I'm saying.
Boom. Hell yeah, life is good. He's gonna have to stay on his toes, floating and sticking that jab out. And that's his only advantage.
Hey, this is funny, right? Where does this put Brian if you sleep this former undisputed champion? Where does that put you?
I mean, if he knocks out Devin Haney, he's a star. The only problem is it'll be in Saudi Arabia. So he'll have to knock somebody else out in America.
You know what's crazy? He hasn't had a homecoming yet with that belt.
Don't want it
either. He been on the road. He been on the road, man. Call him Brian the Road Warrior Norman, man.
Don't need it either.
He been on the road.
So what's the one advantage Devin Haney has over Brian Norman? Let me see if you know it. I know it. I know the one advantage he has.
I don't see it. Nothing.
Much faster feet. Much faster
What?
feet. Yeah. Devin Haney has
Explain
much
that.
faster feet. Devin Haney is lighter on his feet and his feet are faster.
We gonna see.
Life is good. That jab is lit too. The jab is lit, but the jab is based off that footwork he got though. So he can keep popping it. But you're right. Clifton Dennis say everything besides power. Yeah, Clifton Dennis. I know this ain't an easy fight for B. This is actually B's toughest fight, believe it or not. This is gonna be
You know,
B's
B put
toughest fight.
somebody. So you saying he got a better jab than Brian Norman? Brian Norman put somebody on their ass with a jab. But you
with a
saying
power jab.
Devin got a better jab than him?
Yeah, but Brian with a power jab. Yeah, but Devin has a jab. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it in your face. Yeah, Devin has a better. He has a quick pinpoint jab, bro. Like let's not act like Devin is trash today, man.
Against smaller nobodies.
Yeah, there you go again.
He ain't do that with Lomachenko.
He
ain't do that with Lomo.
Yeah, because that was Bill's dumbass plan. Bill said we not going to jab. That was the plan. That was Bill's game plan.
And then your game plan is you saying you're not. If you got a chance to finish Regis, you're not going to finish him. That doesn't make no sense. Oh, talking about he wanted to go 12. Who wants to go 12 for what?
Floyd Mayweather.
He was stomping on. He was stepping on Regis, and you didn't finish. That didn't make no sense.
Shakur Stevenson, and Devin Haney. They'll be happy going 12. There's no problem in that. It's boxing, man. It's still boxing, Brody. You know what I'm saying? So, still boxing. But yeah, like Devin has much faster feet, a quicker jab. Yeah, right. Devin has to keep the fight on the outside.
None of that. So he has none of that.
Devin is a better outside fighter. Yes, he is. He's a better outside fighter.
He just got a better mouthpiece.
If we're going to call the fight, we got to call it objectively.
He got the better mouthpiece than Bill Haney. And I kind of question that now because B. Norman stepped with that last quote. So, yeah, he ain't got nothing over B, man. He ain't got nothing over Brian Norman.
I'm going to try to cover the fight objectively, man. So, me looking at it objectively.
I am.
I'm saying
so. Tell me how.
B is stronger, right? He's got more power. He's a better inside fighter.
Faster.
No. It's levels. It's different levels, right? So I don't mean like levels of the game.
So he not faster?
I'm talking about. You want me to finish or don't you? Right? So
yeah.
B is more powerful, right? He's a better inside fighter. True. You know what I'm saying? Devin is a better outside fighter. He's got a faster jab. He's got faster hands. He's got quicker feet. These are the advantages Devin has, right? See, the issue now is TURKI wants to hedge that. TURKI wants to take away Devin's advantages, right? So because of the fast feet, he wants to have an 18-by-18 ring to give B a chance to cut this motherfucker off, which B can totally do.
That's easy cut off. 24-by-24, he's still gonna cut the ring off, Slim. Devin really is not who you think he is, man. I'm just being honest with you, Slim. You can't
give me the proper analysis to prove it. You can't back what you can't.
I've been in that camp. I can tell you. You remember when I went to that camp in Vegas?
Not backing it up, though.
I ain't backing it up. What did I tell you? I said it's level. I said, my nigga, I ain't gonna get into specifics, but I remember I told you. I said, shit, nigga. And when I went to his camp and I went to Tank's camp, I said, man, it's levels. Tank could kill that boy. Just like B. Norman would kill that boy, man. Kill that boy. They better. It's not.
You haven't given me a proper analysis of the fight.
Man. It's so much different levels between Brian and motherfucking Devin, man. It's only reason he taking this fight. They need the money, Slim. Other than that, Bill would not take that fight, Slim. He would not take that fight against.
I'm sorry, man. Your evaluation is trash, my nigga. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Your evaluations are trash, bro. You can't tell me why. Like you disagreeing that Devin is a better fighter on the outside with quicker feet and faster hands. You're just saying B. Norman wins because he's great. That's all you basically telling me. You're telling me Brian Norman beats him because he's great.
I didn't say none of that. I just say he's gonna step to him. He's gonna step on him. Devin ain't used to this type of fighter, man.
So what happens if Devin is able to keep the fight on the outside?
Boy from Georgia, man. He used to regular fighters, man. This ain't no regular fighter, man.
What happens if Devin is able to keep the fight on the outside?
I don't see that happening. You talking what ifs, and your what if? I say it ain't gonna
It's
happen.
all what if at this
He
point.
getting stepped on within the first to third round. It's over.
That's a what if.
It's gonna be over quick.
And that's a what if. It's all what ifs, right? People are looking for just a cool analysis of why do you think your opinion matters, or why do you think, or why has your opinion been shaped this way, right?
Sometimes it's best to just keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Not if you're talking sports in a sports analysis show. Like, tell me why. You
That's
haven't
what you
told me
do.
why
That's
he
what
beat.
you do. That's what you do. I
You
don't need
haven't
to do
told
all
me
that,
why
Slim.
though.
Because when I say it, that shit gonna come true regardless if it's one quote or two, 20 minutes to get to the point. I come straight to the point. He getting stepped on. He going to sleep before the third round. What else do you want me to say, Slim? He ain't better than Brian Norman in no type of way, form, or fashion. He getting his ass put down. Do you want it with a left to the body, a straight jab? What do you want? Either way, he
So
going
Devin
down.
Haney doesn't have faster feet.
That we do know. We
He
know
doesn't have faster
Devin.
feet or faster hands. He doesn't have a
Nah,
better jab.
man, come on, Slim. Devin do not have no faster feet or hands, Slim. Now you capping for Devin at this point.
I'm capping. Devin Haney does not have faster feet than Brian Norman. You should watch
Hell
the
no.
niggas
Hell no.
fight, bro. I don't think you watching them fight.
You talking about against a slow Mexican?
Everybody want to judge Devin on the
I'm
Ryan
saying,
Garcia
you
fight.
saying against a slow Mexican, right? I'm
Everybody
saying
want to
this ain't
judge
Brian
Devin on the
Norman.
Ryan Garcia fight. That's insane. Insane. Crazy work. Crazy work.
Now I'm talking about Ramirez. Ryan just straight up beat his ass. With no training. Beat his ass. Ain't that crazy? So imagine what Brian Norman gonna do to him after that crazy shit Bill has said pretty much about his grandmama.
Oh,
Man,
I got Brian Norman
Devin gonna
winning by
feel
knockout.
all that. All that shit Bill said, Devin gonna feel it. Remember I said it. I know
Oh, yeah.
Devin like, God damn, Dad, you just talked myself into a real bad ass whooping. Because you wanted to do whatever you did on your live and act a fool. Now you got this motherfucking ninja, Brian Norman Jr. ready to put me in the dirt. Thank you, Dad. That's what Devin told me.
Yeah, but like I say, man, I'm looking at the fight from an analytical perspective, man. Like I say, Devin has to keep the fight on the outside. He's got to. The fight goes inside, he's getting beat up bad. He ain't ready for that work. It's not the mid-range game is where it's gonna be at. Like I think B can pin him down eventually. Catch him. But Devin is gonna be on them ropes, man. L stepping and checking, right? He gonna be lateral movement. Like, the Devin gonna be all over. He's gonna be running. He's gonna run all 18 by of that ring. Because he's gonna have to.
Easy work for Brian Norman, man. Easy work.
Yeah, I got Brian
Hey,
out.
unless you want to pull up later, my joint about to die is overheating.
Oh, word. Yeah, shoot, we can.
Yeah, let's pull up later, man. My phone overheating.
All right, bet.
I know it's about to probably go out. I don't want this to go out while we talk.
I'm about to jump back on my edit, man. I got some more videos to drop.
Oh, that's what's up, Slim. Yeah, let's pull back up later, man. You be wilding with that Devin shit, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out the chat before I bounce. Yo, salute to OG Jose. Salute to Clifton
All right,
Dennis,
salute.
man. Life
Hey,
is
man,
good.
salute to the chat, man. Salute to the chat, man.
Yeah. Train. Yo, salute. Clifton Dennis, my nigga. Yeah. Who's up in here deep today? Woo! Yeah. Yo, salute to everybody, man. Yo, thanks for supporting Casual Boxing Talk, man. We just here talking about the sport we love. Peace.